Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to Chess Ultra, to be delivered entirely in American Voice John, because American Voice John is the best John. And I decided for every single comment that we got on the Red Dead Redemption video telling me to never do this voice again, I was gonna do it for 1 minute. Now, unfortunately, we got several thousand comments telling me to never do this voice again, so it's gonna be the entire stream. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And after the stream's done, the Skyrim video. And after that, every single video for the rest of time. This is just how I talk now. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Before you all go away, I'll stop. Okay? Welcome to chess. Welcome to well, it's going to be lovely and relaxing until the point where we start playing. Then we're going to start basically fighting each other, and then it's going to get nasty. But that's fine. We're never going to do the... I think I might just bring the accent back a few times. Anyway, just because it amuses me how much everyone hates it. I went to the comments and I found the small number of comments that liked the accent, and I pinned those straight to the top. Damn it. I pinned those to the top of the comment section. I will have no attacks on my flipping accent here, alright? Right, we'll be kicking off shortly. I'm going to give a full explanation to how, like, chess annotation works. I'm also just going to spam the chat very quickly with what I've thought to be quite a useful, accessible guide. So if you guys want to just read that... Why are people saying dead? No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. So, I'm just going to spam the hell out of this. Okay, if you don't know chess annotations, you don't know, like, how to write, like, notation of chess, then that is a useful, nice way of doing it. We don't have Claire here today, but we do have Thomas Bunick in the chat, who will be helping with the auto-moderation, the banning of spammers, etc. We're not ready quite to go yet. Yep, there's Thomas Bunick. Thank you, Thomas. We're not ready quite to go yet. I just need to... I'm literally going to put out like a video on YouTube saying, hey, this has just started. I just need to tweet about it and tell the subreddit. So we'll be getting going shortly. I've no idea how many people are going to show up, by the way, because like we get like between like 1,000 and 1,500 people on YouTube. But obviously, like, that's because it's literally on the sub feed. So, I don't know how many people are going to show up to this. We shall see. Right, get rid of that. Right now, you should just be... But enjoy the music. Enjoy the music. I think I've changed the audio levels already, so they should be all right. So, let's just do all of that. So, yeah, we're just going to... Oh. I like the relaxing music. I like the relaxing music. The music cheers me up. Let's just very quickly get all of this underway here. I'm just going to you get this is the backstage bit. You're here for the early bit. This is the warm. This isn't even the warm-up act. This is like the guy coming on and saying check into the microphone. Quite frankly, so Jess live versus John now. There we are. That should be suitably dramatic. Lovely. Chess live versus John now. Yeah, that's a good tweet. That's a bloody good tweet right there. And we'll also put that in the subreddit. Then I'll put out the video that it explicitly exists to say that this is all going on. And there we are. Lovely. Who thinks we're... So confused. Don't worry. I will try and explain as simply as possible how chess annotations actually works. I don't think you need plus for check. I don't think you need to do that in this version. And I don't know what the annotation for the promotion of pawns is. I haven't checked that. Normally, it's just adding a capital Q on the end, or the capital letter of the piece you'd like to promote the pawn to. I assume it's just end the move with a capital letter of the piece you'd like to promote the pawn to, which overwhelmingly will be a queen. I don't see... Like, you can promote a pawn to anything, and you can... I've seen people promote a pawn to knight in the past, like, once, I think. But, like, it can happen. It's just very neutral. Just basically end a move where a pawn gets promoted with a capital Q. But I'll explain all of that momentarily. So, let's just get this. Chess Ultra. John versus you. Live right now. There we go, lovely. But enjoy the nice music. Live! There we are. Just Ultra John versus you live right now. Get that in there. Lovely. Sorry, I was planning to like have this set up before we actually began. So what we'll do now is instead we'll just get you, and we'll get you. But then I was looking at the chess annotations to make sure I was familiar with it, so I can explain. So that took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. But we'll probably be kicking off in we'll probably get the first game going in 10 minutes or thereabouts, as soon as I've put out all the videos and so forth. But hello there, chat. Now let's just put the old video back to unlisted. Lovely, and take it out of the playlist. Save that, and now put the new video out instead. Public, latest uploads, and publish. Lovely. So hopefully that will be out momentarily. There we are, live on Twitch right now. So that will get a few people in. And this is gonna be lovely and relaxing, isn't it? I like the music. I like the music. I don't think you need to specify en passant in this version. I don't think you need to do that. I don't believe so. Anyway, but I'll go over the basics, and if more complex stuff comes up, we'll deal with it as it happens. Also, I don't know how the timings work in this game, because if you set it to be you versus Twitch, then the timings options are disabled, so I assume there's just Twitch settings that the game just has. So I don't know how long you guys have to vote. What is chess? Chess is a game in which you move pieces around with the intention of regicide. Basically. So you don't have guns or anything. There's no snipers. So yeah, you can't do that. Sadly, you can't actually choose to play as Widowmaker and just snipe the king from the other side of the board. Though that would speed up the game quite significantly. I agree. Oh, castling is... Oh, someone looked that up for me. Castling is, I believe, 0-0 on the king side, or 0-0-0 on the queen side. It's in that the document that Thomas Bunich was sharing earlier, that I was sharing earlier. I believe yeah, the castling is 0-0, but someone double check that. Right, I need to just drink some water. But alright, so we should be getting some more people in, and then in a moment, in just a couple of minutes, when we get a few more people in, I'll actually kind of just very quickly, for people who kind of aren't familiar with chess notations, I'll just explain the very basics of the chess notation for you. Actually, I might just make the thing actually do something here. Hang on, just check the videos out correctly. And if it is, it's not saying it yet. Right, good. That's always welcome. Bloody hell. Well, actually, it's past... Oh, I think that's just because it doesn't know what it's doing. Fine. YouTube backend is a complicated, stupid thing. Hang on, I've actually got that thing in front of me here. Let's just quickly double check the... Yeah, castling, is that an O or a 0? I think that's O-O to castle on the king side, or O-O-O for castling on the queen side. I do not think you need to specify check. I think the move will be accepted even if you do not specify check with a plus symbol. I don't think you need that at all. So that's fine. And as I say, I don't think you need to specify en passant, because you will simply specify which space the pawn is moving to. So therefore, there's no need to specify that it's en passant. I don't think you need to specify that at all. Jesus Christ, this is a lot of stuff. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine. So, okay, let's actually go into... I need to actually move this over to here for a second. Is this actually just check it's working? Yep, okay, good. The video is definitely out and everything is working as it should do. People should now be coming over from YouTube. I'm going to move this over to here. I'm going to move the chat over here. I am not going to be able to effectively spy on the chat, by the way. I'm not going to be able to effectively do that because the chat's going to be over on one side and Claire's not here. So I cannot really spy on you that effectively. So what I'm going to do instead is, if I can I just go to... I'm just going to start a game versus the computer for literally no reason other than just basically kind of demonstrate to you what things are going to look like and how things are going to be. So I'm fine with all of those pieces, thank you. I will just be white, taking on a low-level computer. That's fine, and I'm going to put no timing on whatsoever. This is purely to demonstrate how how moves are going to go for people who do not understand how you basically designate moves in chess. So, let us say, for the start, you need to basically designate capital letters to each of these pieces. Because this is English language chess, the letters are as follows. If you want to give an order to what Americans may call castle, over in Britain we more commonly call the rook, the letter is capital R for our castle over here. Then there is capital N for the knight, because king gets K. bishop is on B, queen on a capital Q, king on a capital K, and so in the same direction thereafter. So let us say, for the sake of argument, I wish to move a knight up here to C3. Then what I would type into the chat, if I wanted to give the chat the option, I would simply type capital N, small c, 3. And the letters, I don't know whether it insists on you getting the capitalization correct or not, but that is just good practice and that's how it's written. I haven't tested this because this is the first time I've ever played it on Twitch. So therefore, if I want that to move there, I simply say capital N, small c, 3, and it will move there. Or rather, this is like Twitch plays Pokemon, where as a result, basically, you'll have a certain period of time in order to actually... Okay, you don't actually need to type that yourselves because this is me versus the computer, not versus you guys. Okay, I'm just demonstrating for the sake of argument. So that would be if that happens. However, pawns do not have a letter assigned to them. If you simply type, for example, with nothing else in front of it, E3 or E4, then the relevant pawn will move to E3 or E4. The point where this starts getting theoretically confusing is... Oh, and one more thing. If you were taking something, say if there was an enemy piece there, and this knight was going to take the piece on C3, then you would need to type capital N for the knight, X indicating it's about to take something, a small x, then small c, 3 for on c3. Knight takes a piece on c3. Capital N, small x, c3, small, okay? So if you were going to be taking something like that. Now, the only time this really gets confusing is when two things could make the same move. So say, for example, I could have a knight over here. You can see the cursor. Yeah, there you can see the cursor there. If I had a knight here and a knight here, then they could both theoretically take a piece that was sitting on c4. So you can't just simply type on that occasion nxc4 because either knight could do that, and you're going to want to specify which one. So in that event, basically, you just need to be as specific as possible. So in this situation, because the knights are on the same row, they're on number 3, you need to specify what letter. So you would simply type capital N, A, or capital N, E to indicate the knight on A or the knight on E, X, C4. That's as complicated as it's going to get, but that's unlikely to show up. Like with knights, it can show up. Like bishops, it physically can't happen because bishops can't like be on the same squares because they're on all whites or all blacks. So that's fine. It can only really happen with knights and rooks or castles. So it's unlikely to be a major issue. It might well go. We might well go the entire game without it coming up. But don't worry about that. Pawns taking gets a little bit confusing as well. Because obviously in many cases pawns, like this pawn, if there was something here, either of these pawns could take it. You're going to need to specify which pawn you mean, but pawns don't have a letter. So if I want to specify, say there was an enemy piece right there, if I want this pawn to take it, I need to type small d, x, small c, 3. To say the unspecified piece, which must therefore be a pawn, on D, takes this piece here. If I wanted the pawn on B to take this piece here, I would type small b, small x, for the pawn on B is going to take small c, 3, the piece on C3. Okay, I know some of you, this is extremely boring to you, and you know how chess works, but plenty of people here might not know how chess annotation works, even if they've played chess before. So, I'm sorry if you know that, so we just need to explain that. Now, I also don't know whether you might end up playing upside down, because the camera only moves, like, to this angle and this angle. So it's possible I'll end up playing forward, and you'll have to play from above, which hopefully gives me an advantage because it might confuse some of you. Now, that's literally it. Thomas Bunick is also putting in the chat right now what I found to be a relatively simple explanation of that. That's pretty much all we have actually got. So that's all we're going to be doing there. So, you know, and I can just move my pieces manually. And like for me, therefore, I guess it doesn't really give me an advantage to be honest, but I just get to see like the legal moves and whatever that a piece can make, which I suppose might be. So I actually, to be honest, find it a little bit distracting more than anything else. So I don't think it's an advantage. So also I'm not going to specify, I'm basically going to make it random whether I'm white or black. So it'll be entirely random now. So, yep, I think that should be everything. If there's anything you don't follow, then the resource that Thomas Bunick will be putting into the chat, look at that, read that up, it will be absolutely fine, that will help you out there. If you need any advice, yeah, just refer refer to that, that will be kind of showing up an awful lot there. And, oh, blimey, some people are putting some stuff there. Thank you, Thomas Buning, for putting that back into the chat there. So everything should be okay. And if in doubt, just remember, a good strategy is always just to spawn mass Zerglings, because they're typically efficient and they will be able to get up on my pawns and take them out. And if I don't have pawns, I can't gather minerals. And without minerals, my economy's screwed. So just remember that. That's always a good move. Anyway, let's just back out of this here game, why don't we? Quit from this game. Lovely. Don't rush to tech, by the way. I know it's really tempting to basically just try and, like, you know, rather than expanding, to just get as much gas as possible to start training bishops. Bishops aren't as good as you think they are. You probably want to get mutalisks first, then knights. At the end of the game, go into ultralisks and castles, but, like, you can basically skip bishops if you want to. Like, just skip that entire tier of tech and just tech straight up to queens. Like, don't rush to queens, because your economy will be too far behind and you'll be rushed by the tier 1 units. But still, it's not a bad idea. Anyway, this is the point where it's going to break, by the way, because I haven't tested this properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new game right now. We're going to have the game nicely in Woodburn Manor, and we get to choose the pieces, which I quite like. I think we should just have, like, basic... Actually, there's probably, like, a sensible choice here. We could just have checkers pieces, which are probably... Actually, I just kind of like the... I like the basic wood. Yeah, we're just going to have the basic wooden ones. We can choose the material, though. We can have, like, nice wooden pieces, which is really my, I'm tempted by that. We can have metal pieces. We can have, oh, naff plastic pieces if you want it to be really naff. You can have striped pieces if you want to just basically be confusing. Copper and tin, which just look... How would you know which was which? These pieces are half and half. That's the worst idea. Blood and cream. Excellent. Blood and cream. Like a flipping afternoon tea in Game of Thrones. Let's just go for some basic stuff, I'd say. Lovely. We can also... By the way, you can also, if you want to, you can have the game in Gomorrah playing against death, but it's quite badly lit. And it's quite important that you actually can see the... That's probably not bad. That's probably the clearest board by the looks of things. I'll start there and we'll see if... I think that's a pretty clear... Actually, no, I saw that one. I think it was quite bad. I think this one's a fairly clear board. It's the one that we just saw there. So people are really yelling blood and cream. Okay, fine. Blood and cream it is. We'll play a game with blood and cream. Fine, there we are. Blood and cream for literally no well-explained reason. This map is unbalanced. Yeah, of course it is. Right. Blood and cream it is. Fine. So I'm going to be the random side. And we're going to set this to Twitch mode. My opponent is Twitch. Now, I have set up Twitch in... Actually, I'm just going to check this still actually remembers. Before we actually go, I'm actually just going to double check it does actually remember. Because I set this before. And yes, many a true nerd. So, therefore, what should happen as a result is... this should all be fine now. Don't know if this is going to work. Hope this is going to work. It'd be great if this works. So, new game. Yeah, just as it was. Blood and cream, Staunton, continue. It's going to be random sides, it's Twitch, and because it's Twitch, the game timer options are all deleted. So as a result, like, I can't specify the game timer, so I don't know how much time you guys have to vote on your move. We're going to find that out, because I genuinely don't know, because I can't set a thing here. It's just whatever, and it's going to be random, which of us is white or black, or I guess cream or blood. In this particular exciting instance. So, let's start the... I don't know how long this is going to take, by the way. We might not get through, like, 10 games. We might get through one game and it's still hours later. It depends how good you are, because I suspect you're going to kick my ass. It's been a long time since I played... Like, when I was in school, like, I used to play chess regularly. I was really good at chess club, but that was, like, over a decade ago. And since then, I've played fairly casually on and off. So, I know my way around a chessboard. I'm just not sure whether I can stand you. My hope is that democracy is basically going to mean that stupid people who don't know how to play chess get the same number of votes as people who are really good at chess. So as a result, like, the stupid people will basically outvote the clever people, and as a result, something terrible will happen. Which, as we've basically demonstrated in a lot of democratic processes over the last couple of years, can happen quite a lot. So basically, I'm hoping that the democratic failure of the last 2 years in the Western world basically continues. Let's start a game, shall we? Right. Let's see what's about to happen here. Prepare! What's going to be... I am going to be... Oh! The chat is actually being brought in there. So, I'm assuming this is me, and it looks like there's actually... I don't think I've got a timer. I don't see a timer around here. It looks like I have drawn white by coincidence. And I can actually see your chat. Ha! Ha ha! If you discuss tactics in the chat, I get to see it. So... I have no idea. Well, we're actually going to start off here, so that's absolutely fine. Let's just kick things off and we'll go from here, why don't we? Yeah, you know what, why not? So, and now it moves over to that, and we have got ourselves... now you start typing your moves. Okay, moves coming in. I don't know how long you get. Okay, so it's also providing you with reminders. Oh, basically, I get to specify when you make your move. Okay, so I will wait until there's a clear consensus, pretty much. So, I'd say that looks pretty bloody clear to me. So, I get to decide when you play your move. So, okay, if you're really bad at chess, get your move in early, and then I can force that move to be played. Then I've got a chance. Okay? So, there we are. This is good. I like this. And I actually get to see the chat. So actually, yeah, even if you are chatting to me, I will be able to actually see it. He's on to us. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I can see exactly what's happening here. I will give you time, because I appreciate there's a small amount of latency in the chat, so I will give plenty of time for you guys to make your move. I don't think we necessarily need to be in a massive rush or anything. So let's just get a nice horse out there. Good old horse out in the field. Lovely. And in come the votes. We can see you too. Yeah, you can, I admit. But it's, there's just, it's, Ave Maria playing in the background there. So which some of you may be more familiar with from Hitman Blood Money, but it's just one of the tracks of this game. So this game just plays, some lovely music. Oh, we've not lack of consensus going on here. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, democracy has already failed. For those of you unfamiliar, of course, with Chess Sensation, just watch the first few moves, and I think you'll pick it up pretty quickly here. I will... marvellous. D5. Yeah, I think it looks like the game's pretty clever at actually picking up what you're trying to say, even if you don't type exactly. For people asking how pawns move, you simply specify, if you just type something that you would like a pawn to move to, it will figure it out. Looks like we do have broadly a consensus forming there. I'm going to basically say that's the end right there. Lovely. So, what do we want to do next? I like getting my knights out nice and early. This is probably a terrible idea, but I do like getting my knights out nice and early. Ah, very good. This is going to be stressful. Like, people always kind of point out to me, like, John, why are you so completely lacking in perception? The thing about perception is, just try and play any game while commentating it and talking on an ongoing basis. It takes up a surprisingly large amount of your thought process to actually start kind of to be commentating something at the same time as doing it. So I will almost certainly play a worse game of chess than I would have done had I actually just been, like, you know, just playing on a day-to-day basis. Just trying to commentate and keep an eye on the chat. And also, I've also got the streaming program open to the right of me, so I need to keep an eye on that to make sure that's kind of doing its thing as well. And I'm also trying to keep an eye on the chat as well and make sure we've not got any spammers floating around and what have you. That looks broadly good enough to a consensus to me. Twitch's move gets made indeed. Lovely. So back over to me. And yes, indeed, it is clever enough to spin around so you do actually get a proper view during your thing indeed. Right, now I need to remember how to play chess here. Which is nice. Oh, so I get to move the camera. You don't get to move the camera, but I get to move the camera. I'll try and keep the camera like fairly close because you do need to see the moves. From the look of it, I think it should be pretty clear there actually what things. I think that looks like that was showing up pretty nicely in the stream, so it should be absolutely fine. Okay, what do I want to do at this point? Do I want to get into... Yeah, that's fine. Let's just move you forward one. Okay, chat, back to you. Let's see what's going. Get your bishop. I like the chess banters now. There we are. Okay, good. Oh, good. Actually, you can literally see the point where you can start typing. I didn't see that, actually. So, yeah, apparently there's fan art. I just saw Conscript David mention there's fan art for chess, which is marvellous. So that's good. I like the fact there's fan art for chess already. Right, okay. Your chat, fine. Your bishop could get out, but other than that, everything's pretty contained for the time being. And we've got pretty much an immediate consensus. Yeah, there's none that's going to get defeated at this point. Whatever that move is, that's fine. And that all moves out unsurprisingly. Okay. Now, am I willing to trade at this point? If I was to do that. Yeah, you know what? My life will probably be easier if I just start trading as early as possible. Because if I just start trading as early as possible, then as a result, there'll be less pieces to worry about. So I'm just happy to basically just start trading as quickly as possible. Ugh. And now suddenly the music is getting a little bit more on the slightly creepy side. It's not always Ave Maria. Sometimes it's slightly more creepy. Lovely. Oh, fewer. Yes, sorry, not less pieces, fewer pieces. That's fine. Also, I really don't... The thing is, I feel like I feel a compulsive need to just keep flipping commentating under all circumstances. Yeah, that's just part of who I am. I just need to basically just keep commentating under all circumstances and... Wait a flipping minute. What have I just done? I think I've just made a horrible mistake there, but never mind. Actually, no, I think it should be... No, I think I've just made a horrible mistake, actually. Oh, well, never mind. If I have. That's okay. There's clear consensus going on here. That's fine. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. I thought I'd just made a horrible mistake there, but apparently not. Or potentially people didn't see it as well as I did. Okay, fine. Right, so if I just take the knight right now, then... Fine, the bishop's lost, burned. There's an excellent chance that as a result, my knight will be taken immediate afterwards. Or they'll use that as the opportunity to get the queen out, which is also very, very likely indeed. But, yeah, you know what, screw it. Whatever happens next, I'm happy to get rid of a knight off your side and potentially just sacrifice a bishop on mine. Or just a knight for a knight, I don't mind, it's fine. Actually, I was genuinely worried that actually if you just played that through and just taken the knight immediately, my knight I mean, that I would have had to have moved to defend my queen by taking the bishop immediately rather than taking your knight. So as a result of that, because yeah, I think actually if we just played that through, if you'd just taken my knight immediately, I think you would have actually been able to end up as... I would have traded away a knight for a bishop, which would have been a bad trade, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, because there was overwhelming consensus for the move you guys made, so I'm assuming there's people who know chess better than me going on here. That looks like a strong consensus. Apart from the person who wants to move... Apart from two people who just want to move the pawn. You're clearly wrong. You're so wrong. Right, yeah, that's a pretty damn strong consensus. That gets your move done. And unsurprisingly, that comes out there. Okay. So... No, obviously I don't want to move you. So... Oh, actually, this is starting to look a little bit on the risky side, isn't it? Yeah, this is looking more risky than I'd like. Okay. Okay, definitely can't move the knight out of the way. Okay, fine. Oh, this has gone horribly wrong. Good. I'm glad this has gone as wrong as I was expecting. Right. So, if that's going to go there, let's just move you to here. Yeah, that's probably the safest move. Let's just get that out of the way and just start creating a little bit of extra defense going on here, just to make sure the queen's a little bit tucked out of the way. I'm probably making terrible moves, by the way. As I say, like, it's the combination of I'm a little bit rusty together with the fact I'm trying to stream this at the same time. Probably means this is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll all be fine. Let's have a look, see what have we got here. We've got ourselves... Actually, oh, there's not quite such consensus. The chat's starting to be split here. The chat's not 100% what it wants to do. At this point, your chat wants to move, right now, knight to c6. Okay. That's interesting. Knight to c6. Alright, fine. So... that seems to be... Yep, that seems to be pretty strong consensus at the minute. I'll play that move for you guys. Knight is coming out. Okay. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? If I simply move that out of the way... It's not a great place for that right now. And if I move that... Yeah, the knight's in a bit of a difficult situation right now. To be honest. I am just going to... Where does that want to go? Where are you wanting to go with that? You're trying to force that there. Okay. I'm just going to move that to there. I'm just going to see what that does. Either push back the bishop... or generally just break this. I don't like this little kind of cluster jam that's suddenly happening here. Right, that's going on here. A few votes going on. Oh, for those of you who don't know, the current leading vote for the O-O-O is the that's the request for castling. That is your castling on queenside request. So that is the that's the notation for castling, if that's what you want to do at this point. And it looks like, yeah, looks like that's broadly happening, with the exception of, hang on, bishop takes on f3. Yep, some people just want the bishop to move in at this point. Fine. A few people going for that, but no, it looks like, I suspect the reason it was a bit closer originally was simply because some people didn't know that is the notation for castling. If you want to castle over to this side, it is O-O-O. If you wanted to castle over to this side, it would be O-O. So that's absolutely fine. So I'd say that's looking like that's pretty happy at this point, and the king gets happily tucked away. Fine. So, in which case, I am pretty happy to simply take the bishop in that case. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that, all things considered. Someone asking why would we lose a piece? I'm actually not quite sure why that was the option that was taken there. I don't feel like your king was in a huge amount of danger at that point. I feel like sacrificing the bishop in order to castle at that moment, that feels like a weird thing to do to me, especially as it's also now meant that my castle's free. So that strikes me as an odd thing to have done, but we shall see. Hopefully, this means I'm right, which is I suspected some really good quality chess people would show up. But I also suspected that loads of people would show up who just enjoy, like, live streams and wanted to take part. And I kind of hope that's what happens. Because if that's what happens, we might be in a very good situation. I might actually have a chance in that regard, so we'll have to see. A few people. This is a bit slower. It was a bit slow this time. People having a chance to have a think. Have a chance to have a think here. I will kind of, you know, that's a good point. I should probably let you guys have a certain amount of votes rather than time. I should, like, never call it before a certain amount of time. What are you guys thinking about right now? Knight to b4 as one option. Okay. Okay, fine. Knight to b4 is one option. Simply get some pawns on the move. Up to h5 as another option. Fine, I can see that. But looks like, yeah, that looks pretty strong consensus for knight to d4. So the knight is on the move. Lovely. Right, so am I willing to trade? Okay. If I just basically take your knight with my knight, then as a result, you guys just immediately move in and... Okay, it's basically just trading... That's just trading a knight for a knight. I move in, you take that, and it's my move. Then I just need to move my knight out of the way, which would not be the worst thing in the world. Or I could start getting... I mean, like, I don't want that knight to be that close up and causing trouble to us. I'm willing to trade away. The simpler the game gets, the happier I am. So I'm happy. I think I'm ahead on pieces right now. So as I'm ahead on pieces, I'm basically just willing to just start trading as quickly as possible. So I'm willing to start trading away. Yeah, even though it does provide you with a couple of options related to, I think it's freeing up your queen a little bit, but I'm happy with that for the time being. That queen doesn't have particularly good coverage. Okay, this is madness. We should nominate someone to vote for us. No, don't do that. Basically, this is just Twitch plays Pokemon, but Twitch plays Pokemon chess. So it's fine. And unsurprisingly, would you believe, obviously this is an excellent example of how pawns take. You are specifying the command that's currently winning, exd4. The pawn that is currently on E needs to take the thing on d4, is the exd4, for people who have not currently picked up what the actual, what the notations are. Some people want the queen to be moving around, but it feels to me like that's pretty bloody overwhelming, all things considered, yes. So, in which case, I'm pretty happy, I'd say. If I open up your queen down to... Okay, if I just move to... Okay, thinking a few options here. Where does this knight want to go next? Does it want to just start harassing? Probably doesn't. Very relaxing music indeed. Okay. Could you give the... Okay, Yeah, I can't see much I'd rather do than simply move this over here just to get that out of the way. That pawn's disabled and it just forces the queen to make a little bit of a move. I'm happy with that. It's not exactly a long-term tactical thing, it's more of just a temporary thing. But I don't think the queen's going to be able to push up too much further at this moment in time. So where are we right now? Okay, I think I'm ahead on pieces, aren't I? I've taken, yeah, I've still got, I think I'm a knight up, if I recall correctly. I can't actually see the other side of the board right now. Am I allowed to zoom out? Am I allowed to... Yes, I am. I'm allowed to turn around and kind of zoom out and whatever. Yeah, I'm right now 1 knight up. Fine. So just get that out of the way. And that looks like a fairly strong consensus to me. Q to E5. Lovely. Yep, nothing's going to beat that by the looks of things. Let that happen. Queen moves forward. Okay, unsurprising. Right. That's a little bit on the trickier side. Right. Yeah, that's not great actually, is it? Okay, and I can't move that into a position where... Well, the pawn's safe at least. The pawn is safe. I might just have to pull you back somewhere, which isn't perfect, but there's a real lack of options there. Yeah, I'm just going to have to pull that back, I think, just because, yeah, that pawn's already safe. That pawn's not going anywhere. That opens up the queen heading down a little bit. I think it'll be fine. It's a bit of a wasted move by me. I'm just playing a little bit more defensively than I'd like, but yeah, it'll do. I've taken the queen off that the line on F, which I didn't really like the queen being on the line on F. I don't like the queen having a nice kind of great big long run straight down the middle. So we'll see about that. And I kind of want to get my castle out and about, given it is pretty open at the minute. I feel like I should be able to use my castle for more than it's doing right now. Okay, what are we thinking here? C5. The chat seems to be talking about. Just want that pawn moving forward. Not too surprising, really. Just drive the horse back. That's acceptable. Yeah. Okay. And that seems to be... Is that consensus-y enough? Yeah, that looks consensus-y enough to me. It's like 3 times the other. Okay, so... That's to there. Now. Now. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Okay, your white bishop's already down. You're vulnerable, sure, but you're going to be vulnerable whatever at this point, so in which case, I'm just going to move you up to here. Given you've got a little bit of protection from pawn regardless. Right. So, you just go ahead and take that vulnerable knight. I know. Oh no, I accidentally left the knight vulnerable. You could take that knight so easily. All you need to do is just type CXB4. Just type CXB4, that's right. CXB4 and that knight's just taken. That knight's gone. So CXB4, I've made a terrible error. Whatever you do, don't type CXB4 because I will be surely doomed. Surely so very, very doomed by CXB4. So, you know, whatever you do, don't type CXB4. Oh, I don't think they're going for it. Right, unsurprisingly, yeah, it looks like overwhelmingly the defensive pawn is happening a fair bit, which is not too surprising, really. Right, now we're straight back where we started, but I'm happy because at this point my castle's a little bit further forward. Oh, this is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. So I guess I'll just move you back to over here. Because at the bare minimum, the queen can't really take it, to be honest. The queen can't do anything about it, because if the queen did anything about it, the queen would just get taken by the pawn. So, sure, we'll just move you back over here. And we'll just see where that goes next. It's not a castle, it's called a rook. I'm happy to use both. I'm very happy to use both, quite frankly. Just because I do know... I think a castle's more common in America, if I recall correctly. I think castle is the more American term. So... what do we have here? What do we have here? What's going on? Oh, okay. This is looking... Bear in mind, I can see by the number of votes being cast and the number of votes being counted, I think some people are either misformulating or otherwise suggesting illegal moves. Because it's saying total votes cast is 67 right now, but I'm only seeing like 36 votes being counted. So I'm not sure whether that's meaning you're putting illegal moves in, or whether you're just kind of formulating them badly. But do double check that you're typing your moves correctly, because the number of votes here is, unless of course there's like, unless it's only showing me the top 3. It might just be showing me the top 3, and there's lack of consensus. So, there's a bit of a, oh, there's a divide here. Oh, there's a big divide here between Queen moving to F4. That's one option. The Queen just moving up to F4 is one suggestion that we've got going on right now. The alternative being, that's being voted on versus the Rook to E8. Okay. Intriguing. That's a nice. Okay, I can see the wisdom of both of those. I'll give you until say 250 votes just to make sure we do actually have a consensus here, because this is the first time it's actually been remotely close. And Rook to E8 is actually catching up. Okay, Rook to E8 is it's okay. It's become number 1 here. Okay, I'll give you until 300 votes, because this is now getting confusing. The Queen either wants to move to F4, or the Rook wants to move to E8, and it is... now Rook to E8 is massively overtaken. Okay, intriguing. Okay, lovely. Yeah, it was not winning, and now it is winning by quite a bit. Okay, then. Okay, that's now looking overwhelming. Wow. Okay, I should stop commentating what your moves are, because it gives you people good ideas, damn it. Right, I need to get the... Okay. If that moves to there... I need to have to think about this, and I'm not going to commentate, because I don't want to give away too much of my thought process here, but this is now starting to look a little bit more on the interesting side, isn't it? Okay. I think I should just provide a little bit more cover for mine as well. I'm just going to provide a little bit more cover there. Okay. So, let's see what's going on here. There we are. Now I've got extra cover on the knight. So, Twitch, your turn. Lovely. John is in a good position. I told you I wasn't terrible at chess. Like, I think people came into this assuming, oh, it's John, he'll be low perception, and then he'll drive his horse off a cliff, and then he'll fall in the water because he doesn't realise he can't swim, and then he'll get shot, and he'll say flip, 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 and run away. No, I'm actually, when it's turn-based strategy games, I'm not bad at them. I'm not bad at thinking ahead. I've played chess for many years. I've been playing chess probably longer than some of you have been alive, because I was taught chess by my family when I was like 5 or 6, so I've been playing chess for a good like 2.5 decades at this point. So we are looking right now the winner is Bishop G7. Okay, Bishop moving up to G. Oh, okay. That's getting interesting, isn't it? All right, fine. I see some interesting stuff going on there. Sure. Then we've got ourselves... That looks like that's pretty overwhelming. I'm going to let you make that move then. Okay. Bishop now coming up on G7. So there's a lot of... There's a lot of firepower focused on this area right now, isn't there? Okay, good. Good. So. There's 2 options. I could start developing on this side, or I could start just being a bit more aggressive on this side too. And I wouldn't mind getting the queen out, to be honest. Getting the queen out and about would not be the worst thing in the world. But there's not much it can do, to be honest, this exact moment in time. Okay. I know I need to defend the pawn, it's fine. You're not in a great position. I wouldn't mind. Do I want to spend 2 moves getting the pawns into position, or do I just want to use the... Okay. If I just move the bishop, if I just use the bishop for defense, and we just kind of keep piling some extra defense on that spot right there, or I could use the 2. If I get you up to there, you take that. Get some open line on that side. But actually, no, you can't. At this point, it's all being lined up for me. That's not bad, actually. I could do worse than that. I could do worse than that by a long way, because then if that starts moving in that direction... If that starts just moving in over there, that can't do much good at the back, so that doesn't really matter, to be honest. But it does force one move, which is potentially, yeah, but it doesn't really do much. It gets it out a bit. It does get it out and about a little bit. Yeah, I'll take that just for the sake of getting out and about a little bit better. That's a little bit... I'm not convinced that was the right move. I'm not convinced that was the right move. But we shall see. We shall see. Okay, what have we got going on over here at this exact moment in time? Bishop wants to move in. A6. A6, just start moving a bit more defense going on there. This is... okay, people not so interested in that sort of thing. A6 is looking very, very common. Just start moving the pawns up. Alright, that's understandable. Yeah, and they're going to start moving in a direction to use the pawns there. That looks pretty strong there. A6 is looking like a... yeah. A6 looking very, very strong indeed. I will let you make that move. That passes 100. The other option isn't even up to there. That's fine. Understandable what's coming next. That's okay. Do I just want to stop looking off my options there? That's okay. But... yeah, it's a shame I'm going to have to back off. But it will take another turn, so I may as well use this as a... it may as well use this as a way of just setting up over here. I'm going to start setting up over here. Yeah, I'm just going to start setting up over here while you're doing that. Because that's going to take you 2 moves to get that position to force the queen back. And if you have to take 2 moves to do that, then that gives me some time to actually set up my pawns as I want them a bit better. Right. Over we go. And what are we seeing here? And so far, very strong bishop on the... oh. I'm beginning to suspect I just made a very, very major mistake because there is an overwhelming consensus for... oh no, sorry, that's not bishop, that's just b5. No, good. Good. There's just an obvious thing that you want to do there, which is block off the queen. I was about to say, oh shit, if I just missed the bishop can do something really important. Because, yeah, you know what? I think that's the move. I think that understandably is the move right there, would you believe? So, I need to back off the queen. Where to exactly? Here is safe for the time being. There's no bishops that are going to be showing up there. Let's just move you back to here. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do for the time being. And we made an error. You've made more than one. You've made more than one error. I'm head on pieces right now. So John Knight, I'm fine. Don't worry. It's chill. Oh, I probably should have done. You're right. Never mind. That's yeah. You're right. Actually, I should have just done that. That would have been more sensible. But never mind. I think I did just make an error there. I should have taken the free pawn. You're right. Sorry. That was just my bad. So I've just made a bad move there. But that's okay. So we'll see about that. Let's see if Twitch is coming up with a strong consensus there. There's... oh, actually, no. No, there's not. There's chat of the king on the move, actually. Some people are saying the king ought to start moving up to back up his little pawny friends. Other people just saying just take the pawn, quite frankly. So there's a bit of consensus there. Right now, just taking the pawn is apparently what's going on. That seems to be the consensus, and oh, I can see that's going to start causing some trouble. Yeah, I can see the trouble that's going to start causing. Okay, right, this is interesting. I may have just left myself wide open to a big exchange of pieces right now. Okay, let's see what's about to... yeah, you know what? That seems to be the move. So, This is where things start get interesting then. Okay, so... yeah, this is where things start getting very interesting. So, if the Queen is not currently providing absolutely essential duties to anything, I don't think. Not on that line, anyway. If I just move the Queen up here and just take you out. The Queen's still providing coverage for the Knight. The Knight then still has the double coverage and is still not exposed to that Bishop over there. The Queen, as long as the Queen's completely safe from the Bishop at the minute because the Queen's on white and you've already taken your white Bishop. I simply just move that up, then... yeah, we've still got double coverage for this Knight, which is what I want, and as long as there's only two... yeah, this is probably stupid, but screw it, we'll give it a go. Also, I just want you to know, I've just unlocked an achievement, Absolute Pin, so that's nice. I feel sorry for the Knight, quite frankly. Right, so... let's have a look-see here. Now, what is gonna... now I'm interested in what you're planning to do. I'm interested in what you're planning to do at this point, so we will find out. We will find out what's about to happen. Oh, there's talk of Queen taking. There's talk of Queen taking here. Oh dear. Right. Okay. This might be about to get violent. We've stacked everything up. Things might be about to get violent, but there's a counter vote to start just moving the rook in. Some people are just saying the rook needs to move into a different position. Some people are saying the slaughter needs to begin right. Oh dear. Oh no, it's changed over. It's changed over. The rook is now ahead. Okay. Rook to e7 is the chat that some people... ah, I see the sense in that. Okay. And that is now overwhelming, in fact. The rook is definitely wanting to be making a bit more of an aggressive move. Yeah, rook e7. In fact, the slaughter has not begun just yet. Okay, so rook moves forward by one state. Now, this is where I think things start getting really interesting, because now I'm not sure what the consequences of this are going to be, but screw it, begin the slaughter! 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 This is going to be fun. Now, what is going to happen here? And we are looking overwhelmingly at things happening here. Okay, let's have a look, see what's going on here. There's contention. Oh, this is close. There are many options here. There's many options on the table. I'll give you to at least 200. I'll give you to at least 200 right now. So, what do we have? And it's looking like... I'll call it at 200. Whatever you've got to 200. And that is... yep. Okay, fine. You get your move. That moves over there. And that means I will help myself to your queen. Thank you very much. Lovely. Oh. So, obviously, now that does open up the opportunity for your rook to come forward. That's fine. I still think on a balance of probabilities, that's probably for the best. That's fine. I'm actually surprised that worked. I thought rather than doing that, you would instead begin the slaughter in the middle. Because, yeah, if you just basically begin the taking and counter-taking of the knight piling in and the rooks piling in and the bishop piling in, it might have turned into a slaughter in the middle. I wasn't actually expecting the chat to... I don't know if that was... I'm not sure if that's... I'm not sure if anyone was making a tactical sacrifice there. It would be a strange tactical sacrifice to give up your queen. That would be a strange tactical sacrifice to give up your queen there. So, rook takes. Alternatively, there's talk of using the... oh, okay. That's interesting. There's some people want the pawn to be making a run for it, I think. Some people are wanting a pawn to be starting to move in. Unsurprisingly, you've still got one castle at the back. If that castle gets out of the way, that castle has at some point potentially got a good line at my castle. That looks like a pretty good consensus to me. The rook is unsurprisingly moving forward for a little bit of revenge. So, what do we want to do at this point? That's pretty well covered. That's pretty well covered. That's pretty well covered. Yeah, you know what? I'll just take that, I think. Unless there's a... No, I'm pretty happy with that, because the only thing that's exposed is the knight, and there's not much the rook can do to the knight right now, so I may as well simply have that moving in, because that pawn's already pretty well covered. We need more time, says someone. If we have a second game, we can actually discuss before we begin what the best way to do the timings of it is. Whether it's like, I always give you a certain number of votes, or I always give you a certain amount of time, so before you start typing moves, you can actually discuss it amongst yourselves. Because it does feel like, yes, fortunately, democracy looks like it's starting to fail here, which I'm very pleased about. It looks like we're starting to fail here. Lots of begging, don't lose the rook going on here. What is... Ooh, this is... a lot of... Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of options going on here, because total votes is 56, but in the top 3 options, there's only a few right now, so that means there's a lot of different options on the table going on right now. And I'll give you to 200. I'll give you to 200 votes, the bare minimum, because this is looking close. So what are your options right now? Some people would like the rook to just move in and take the knight. Okay, some people just wanting the rook to back the hell off. Yep, some people are just favouring back the hell off with the rook. So, that's okay. Right, let's see what we've got going on over here in that case. If I can just get... Yeah, it looks like the expected slaughter hasn't really ever come, to be perfectly honest. I was expecting a massive trade of pieces in the middle, but it hasn't actually come in the end. Because I wasn't expecting to be able to get hold of the queen with the rook. The rook was just a backup for when the slaughter began. I wasn't expecting to be able to actually take the queen and the rook without a massive trade starting. So, looks to me like we've got ourselves a fairly big consensus there. The rook is not going to be taking. The rook instead is going to be backing off. Okay, that is understandable. So at this point, we may as well just keep pushing forward, or do I want to start moving my queen for something a little bit more on the interesting side? Okay, right now the horse no longer needs any coverage whatsoever. So let's just... Yeah, the horse has got plenty of coverage at the minute because that queen's gone. And right now there's no pawns floating around. So let's just start laying some pressure over here. So that is check. So you guys, your king is now in check. Right, let's see what we've got going on here. Nothing likely to be able to rush in too much. I think you're just stuck moving your king there, in fact, I'd say. Which is fine. So, lots of votes coming in. Yeah, it's just a king moving. I don't think you've got anything that can actually provide cover. And oh, actually, it's not certain though. There's a difference of opinion about what the right thing to do here is. There is a big difference of opinion, in fact. I'm glad that we've actually got the chat on screen, by the way, because obviously I'm going to export this and we're going to upload it to YouTube. So it's nice that people can actually see what the chat was saying during this process. Oh, it's actually pretty much 50-50. The king to d8 or the king to d7, looking very, very strong indeed. And also a decent showing from king to b8. There's a lot of yeah, there's consensus here. It's neck and neck. It is neck and neck. Come on, people. Come on, people. Come up with ideas. We're doomed, yells someone. After this first game, I think we'll discuss what the best way to handle you guys is, because possibly because you have to start rushing to get in early, I think possibly what we should say is you guys have a certain fixed amount of time, I guarantee you, so you don't need to rush into making moves. You can chat about it in the chat first. Dear. And Darth Vader 92 says, haha, hi YouTube, I'm famous now. That's right, Darth Vader 92, you are now going to be in one of the videos having been mentioned by me. That's right. So, I'll give you 200 votes before we settle on this. It's looking like king to d7 is looking like the more sensible option right now. The king just falling back and back and back by the seams of things. That works for me. So, yeah, that looks like that's far enough ahead at this point. That's, yeah, it's like 50% ahead of its secondary thing. So that's fine. So, what we're going to do now is... Probably I can start pushing some more. I can either pursue with the queen or put some more pressure on with the pawns at this point. one or the... Actually, yeah, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm just going to put a bit more pressure on here. Let's just see how that goes. See how that all shuffles out. Okay, and over to Twitch's move. I'm curious what you guys are going to do next at this point. I feel like I've got pretty good coverage right now, and the votes are starting to come in for you guys. Claire's actually not very good at chess. Claire didn't play much chess when she was growing up. So Claire's not very good at chess. I'll admit, I like the way they've done it. They've actually put some thought into this, the way the board actually spins round for when it's Twitch's go, and this integration. This is fun. I'm really glad we did this. I'm really, really glad we did this. This is great fun. What are we up to? We've got more people watching this than the actual Stellaris streams right now, which is really cool. That's really, really, really cool. I'm just going to very quickly, while you guys are making your moves, I'm just going to take this opportunity to just, you know, retweet and whatever. I'm just going to mention that this is all still going. Still going. And going well for me, Twitch chat. Ha 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 ha. You thought I was going to be terrible at chess, but no, I was alright. Excellent. Right, that is all fine. Let's just check if we've got any interesting comments on the Reddit. Just check that. Just want to let you make your moves. I can just leave you alone. Hype, hype, hype. Blah 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 blah. Yes, it will be uploaded to YouTube later, as I just said, but I'm going to tell someone on the subreddit that. Right, let's see what we've got going on around here. How are you guys getting on there? Overwhelming consensus for what was that? That is the you moving back forwards. That's kind of left myself a little bit more... Actually, that's left myself way more exposed than I'd actually like, to be honest. Oops. Okay. That's a little bit on the annoying side. But what I can do is... Okay. So right now, actually, there's... You're covered by you, you're covered by you, you're covered by you. So that's arguably not the most productive move from you guys in the world, to be honest. That's kind of in some ways a bit of a wasted move. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to... From there I've got a line at you, from here I've not got a line anymore. But from here I do have... Yeah, you know what, that's fine. I'm going to just move up to here, and you are now in check. So, King is back in check at this point. And I'd like to think we're actually, hopefully, if I can just get the other castle out, we might actually be getting close to... But actually, how many moves do you even have? Do you have... I think you've got a couple of legal... Yeah, I think you've got 2 legal moves. No, actually. Do you have any move other than... No, I think you've only got E7 or D8, right? Yeah, you've only... No, you've got E8 or D8. Do you have E8? I thought you had... What's covering you there? Oh no, you've got a handful of legal moves. E8 or D8. Yeah, you've got E8 or D8, and that's literally it. And it's looking like E8 is looking like the more popular, just for the time being, which is indeed, I will give you, clever, because of course that does provide you with coverage for the pawn, otherwise I'd have just swung by and got the pawn immediately. So I'll let you have that one. Good, good, good. So, time to start getting some other stuff out there, because now we've got a lovely, lovely, lovely bit of empty space around here that I can utilise, actually, so that's welcome to have. Right, you might have a nice run up there. You're safe for the time being, or you could just get the hell out of there. The pawns over here have got coverage. If this moves over here, there's nothing it can do. Then we've got... You can just provide some coverage over there. If you move over to... This exposes you a little bit. I wouldn't mind just getting the... You're just a bit stuck, which is unfortunate. And you're kind of stuck for... You're just going to be stuck for a while. I could just start moving you around. It's a bit of a slow one, to be honest, but it would at least start getting you up. But then you're not much use at all, to be perfectly clear. Or we could just get you to there. Just get you out like that. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'm happy with that. Let's just get you... Let's just get the castle starting to move out. I don't think anything terrible is going to happen anytime imminently. All those pieces are safe for the time being. Let's just start getting the second castle out. Oh, dear. Ah, marvellous. And people are saying checkmate in 1. Possibly I could have actually just mated you right there. Could I have done? Could I have mated you right there? Wouldn't you have had... people are saying that I just missed a mate, but I don't see it. I don't see it. The only thing I've got would have been the knight moving... Because the knight on c7 would have blocked the queen. The knight on e7 wouldn't have been in check. Sure, you couldn't have taken it, but you wouldn't have been in check either. And you had the coverage. Actually, you had the coverage from the rook. That would have been a terrible move. Right, okay. Queen 2. Would that have done it? Oh, yeah, actually, you might have been... Actually, no. That wouldn't have been... No, because the rook could have moved back and covered. I don't think that could have been mate. I don't think queen could have moved. Hang on, I'm just going to keep... No, never mind. I'm just going to let you make your moves, I'm just going to let you make your moves and everything's going to be absolutely fine. That looks like a fairly strong consensus move to me. So that's going to move to... What? Seriously? Are you... Guys, are you... Alright, fine. If you absolutely want to lose your other castle, that's fine. That was interesting. Not sure why you would have just made that move, but alright, fine. I'm not sure if you're allowed to, I'm not sure what the command, if you wanted to, if people are just giving up at this point. I'm not sure why you can actually, you can just win now. People are saying can win now. What's the move to just win now? What's the win now move? I don't know. We want death. I'm not sure if resign is a valid... if anyone knows what the command for resign is, if you would like to choose to resign, you are welcome to try to resign. If you would like, you are more than welcome to actually resign, yes. But I do not know what the actual command for that is. Looks like the command's coming in pretty slowly right now, so I'll just let you make that move there. That's trying to come over to there. Right, so... Is that mate if I just move you into... No, because if I move you there, you can take... If I just move up to C8, you can take the... Is there a mate here? I don't think there's a mate there, actually. Fine. What I'll need to do then is simply move you over to... Oh, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do very, very nicely, in fact. Yeah, I'll just move over to there and we'll just do that. The bishop doesn't have any new access being open there, but I always like having a lovely, lovely little thing here. Various people yelling, I want to 1v1 him there. No, don't pretend that you're better than the chat, alright? Oh, dear. Right, what have we... Did I just flipping... Okay, now I'm just not paying attention. Now I'm just not paying attention. Screw it. Sorry. I've stopped paying attention at this point. Yeah, fine. Yeah, you know what? That's understandable. Yeah, you know what? Take your G6. I'm just not paying attention at this point. Sorry, I should not... The game is not over yet. Do not stop paying attention just flipping yet, alright? So, you go up there and you can either help yourself to it or whatever. In either case, it's just going to help. I don't care. Do what you want with that. So, the bishop can not do a huge amount, to be perfectly honest. And in we go. I'll give you some votes here, but it doesn't matter. Whatever happens here, there's going to be some nice openness for my castle coming in momentarily. Just want to clear some pawns out of the way at this point, just to open up the castle. But actually, this is looking not... Because I've just given away that knight, actually, this might not actually be... This might actually not be done yet. I'm ahead on pawns only by 1, right? I think I'm ahead on pawns by 1 right now. Yeah, I'm ahead on pawns by 1, but other than that, we're actually tied at the minute because I just gave away that knight stupidly. So this could be the greatest comeback of all time. And it looks like you guys have got your bishop moving to E7. Is looking like what you are wanting to be doing right now. Fine, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. So, okay, fine. So, if you guys want to set up that, okay. You know what, I think that's absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. What I'll do then is, I just need to make sure, if I can provide some coverage, I've got a pretty clear line for some of these bastards, which is nice. Okay. Let's just move you to... Leave you there, because if you ever take that, I'll have a clean line with my castle, which is fine. What's the best way to settle this? Yep. Okay, and you there, you block there. It's not the worst thing in the world. That just keeps coverage on you right there, which is fine. Yeah, let's just keep bullying for a bit. I just want to keep bullying just for the time being. So, check. Someone's saying, I thought we'd already lost, I'd gone to get a drink. Yeah, then John went and stupidly threw away a knight that was really, really bloody helpful. I'm still in the better position, because I've got a nice clean line down the side of the board here. But it's not quite over yet. So we have got ourselves bishop to d8, unsurprisingly. Unsurprisingly is coming up quite a lot there. Yeah, that looks like that's just coming up sufficiently. That's like 3x the votes of everything else. That's absolutely a-okay. Bishop moves over there just to block that. In which case, I would say, let's just start getting ourselves a nice pawn moving in this direction. I think that works for me very, very nicely indeed. Yeah, let's just start getting this moving up in this direction. Lovely. I'm gone for 20 minutes and you've messed up. And the fun thing is you could be talking to either side. You could be talking to me. You could be talking to me as well. Unsurprisingly, a lot of people are suggesting that they want to get the that out. Yep, unsurprising really. Yeah, unsurprisingly, I see an overwhelming consensus forming for the defensive rook. So I will let you just do the defensive rook. That's clearly the move you're going to be making. But with the bishop gone out of the way, I think we're now probably in an excellent position just to get rid of you. Lovely. So that just gets out of the way nicely. And then what have we got coming up here? A few people voting for... Oh, this is interesting. We've got ourselves... we've simply got ourselves a vote for... H5 is being suggested here. Okay, some people simply wanting to sacrifice a pawn just to whatever they can do there. That's okay. Some people simply wanting to take with the pawn over on C5. Yep, fine. There's actually a this is a three-way vote. This is a three-way vote. Or some people saying, let's just sweep the rook across. Okay, this is interesting. I'll give you to at least 200 votes this time. There's actually a three-way vote going on here. There's arguments for the pawns, there's arguments for the rook, there's arguments for the pawns pushing along the left side of the board, for you guys pushing up H. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting vote going on here. Okay. Yep, there's some really interesting stuff going on here, actually. Yeah, fine. Okay, what are people suggesting now? And it looks like it's settling on a consensus of the rook's on the move, by the looks of things. The rook is moving over to here. Okay, fair enough. In which case... okay, obviously you have to get out of there, my good man. And if you simply move to... okay. If we move you... we can simply just move you back a little bit, but I don't want you cornered. To be perfectly honest, I'd rather have you moving over, just over to here. Okay. At least it gives me some more options. Yeah, that gives me some more options. Just start bullying on the other side. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm happy with that over there. Right. So, check. It is now indeed Twitch's move. And what do we have coming up next? And it looks overwhelmingly like the vote right now is... yeah, there's an overwhelming vote here, which which is some people just want to keep moving that darn rook defensively, which I'm totally fine with you doing, because that just lets me slowly start picking apart the pawns and make sure there's no pawns left on the board, which I'm totally okay with you doing. That pawn's defended, you've got nothing else off to the side of you, so in which case, check. So at this point, yep, I'm happy with that. Check for them, and in a moment, I feel like I'm in a good position right now. I'm happy with my positioning at the minute at least. There is a lot of, obviously, some people voting for defensive. Yep, there's overwhelmingly people seem to be going for king. Moving, just kind of moving out of check, moving forward to d7. There's a small vote who want the rook to be defensive. And yeah, would still be covered by the king, which is perfectly sensible too. And it looks like overwhelmingly the king just wants to make his move over there, understandably. And I am, I think, pretty bloody happy just... It's effectively sacrificing... Actually, no, it's fine. I think I'm pretty happy with doing that. So, now we've got you over there. And now, at this point, you are well covered, so that's fine. Right, Twitch chat, over to you. And what are we going to see? Is it possible for this move rotation to be ambiguous? You can do it subtly if you want. It wouldn't be a good idea. You kind of have to, you know, the program needs to know what you're actually trying to say. So... There we go. What do we have here? What do we have here? And we have got ourselves... People seem to be... This seems... Oh, bit of a divided one now. Rook to e6. Rook to e6, people are suggesting. Is, okay, that's one option. Bishop to... bishop moving. Okay, fine. That is possible too. Let's have a little look-see around here. Alternatively, we have got ourselves rook to e8. Okay. Some interesting options going on here. Looks like bishop is kind of settling on this right now for the time being. Looks like it. Yep. Looks like people just want to take this opportunity to put me in check. If that's what they really want to do, they're more than welcome to flipping try. That's the consensus right now. First time in the game, I believe I'm in check. So that's absolutely 100% okay. So if you want to follow that up, you'd need to come down here. That's a-okay. So not much you can really do at this point. We win! Says someone. Yeah, that's how chess works. Abso-flipping-lutely. So, may as well just start moving you over in this direction. Give myself some more options. So, what do we have over here? Twitch chat, I believe it is now. We did it, Twitch! Good. Good. Okay, what do we have now? And now the option is there's consensus here. There's a real lack of consensus rather. This is now there's a huge lack of consensus in fact. There's a big lack of consensus. There is yep. Ooh, it's really neck and neck between rook to e8 and a bishop to d2. There's a lot of consensus, and that's an interesting move. Okay, I can see the interesting sense in that, absolutely. But it looks like it's just going to be. I'll give it to 200. It's not certain, and I can see there's arguments for some people want to play defensively, some people want to play offensively, and I will call it at 200 odd votes. And it's swinging to. It looks like it's going to be bishop, I'd say. The votes keep on coming in. And we are going towards... What are we going towards here? We are going towards... Looks like it's pretty much bishop to d2. Looks like that's going to be the vote there. Yep, I said to 200. There it is. Bishop moves up to d2. Okay. Fair enough. So, you've got a line at that. Oh, that's nice. Protect your pawn and simultaneously handle that. That's okay. Now, Bishop is moderately but not spectacularly fucked. Bishop is fine for the time being. Now, if I put you into... Ooh. Hang on, if I put you into check here, then that's, yeah, the pawn, the rook's protected by the pawn is protected by the queen. I should take the rook. I could just take the rook. I could just swap rook for rook. That is true. Or I could... What are the consequences of that? Well, it gets my rook out of the way, and the worst that can happen is... screw it. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll give it a go. I'm not sure what that really means, but I'm going to give that a go. Screw it. Whatever. The rook's protected by the pawn, and the pawn's protected by the queen. So I don't actually know what I don't know what that actually means. I agree. I think this is looking like we're coming to the end here. I think we're coming to the end. So, however, there is only a single move being suggested here, which is king to... Yeah, you know what? As literally nothing else has been suggested. Possibly because that's literally the only legal move on the board at this exact moment in time. So that's nice. Let's just take that. And that is check as well. And absolutely fine. You get to have that. I don't care. That's okay. You can have that. You're welcome to that if you'd like it, but you're in check right now, so that's okay. And king to take that. And then we can just slowly start shuffling up our pawns because we're so far ahead in the pawn game right now. Yep, literally everyone is happy with that move. So once that's done, now I can just basically start. Do not take that pawn, though. That pawn will be a terrible pawn to take. Right. So I'm just going to help myself to a new queen there. Thank you. So there we are. Now we've got two queens. This is Ave Maria. For people asking after the song, you may be familiar with it if you've played Hitman Blood Money. It was somewhat popularised to gamers that way, but would you believe it's slightly older than that? And we're dead. Did I miss a mate? That's fine. I like having queens. Queens are good. I'm not bad at chess, but I'm actually quite bad at actually securing the mate. I'm not great at that, I'll freely admit. Let's speed this along a little bit here. Definitely feels like there is a consensus for whatever that is. What's going on there? Consensus for that move. That's absolutely a-okay. You know what? Your stupid black bishop can't do anything to me if I just step onto a white thing. That's fine. I'm just going to step onto a white thing now, and then you can do whatever the bloody hell you want. There we go. Right, so, move over to Twitch in a moment. He's missed so many mates already. It's because I like getting... if I can, I just like having a couple of queens by the end of the game. I like having a few queens. Queens are good. Lovely. Right, so now at this point... Will you play chess against Matt? I don't know if they play, to be perfectly honest. I genuinely don't know if they actually play. So, we shall see... We shall see where this is all going at this point. I'm just going to speed this along at this point. We're just going to basically, we're just going to go for whatever's top. You know what? That's fine. Whatever that was relatively high up the listings. So that seems fine to me. So all we need to do now is just move you over to a nice safe white space here. We'll just move you into check there. And that should be, if I'm right, mate in one. I don't think there's... Well, in theory, you could stall for time using the bishop if you really desperately wanted to. But, yeah, we'll see. I think at this point, for the fact that one of the votes was king moving backwards, everyone's just kind of accepting it at this point, and that's fair enough. King to c8. Yeah, king to c8, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. In all fairness, it doesn't matter. You guys make that move, and then that should be, unless I've got something wrong here, that should be mate, I believe. Does the game tell me? Does the game say? I feel like the game should say. No, you're still getting to vote. This is interesting. I feel like you guys have lost. Well, okay, actually, no, technically, okay, fine, you can move the... Oh, fine. That's the only reason why. You've technically still got the bloody bishop, you bastards. Okay, fine. We'll keep doing this then, I guess. We'll just keep doing this for a bloody while. Okay, what the flip ever, guys. Oh dear. Right, just keep piling it in. Oh, what the bloody hell do you want me to do now? Let's just keep moving some bloody pawns up, I guess. Right. Let us die, chat. I would love it if you would just accept your inevitable death, but you're just bloody refusing, aren't you? You're just absolutely refusing to bloody die. Right, let's just start moving some stuff up then. We're just going to start moving some pawns in the right direction. Screw it. We'll get a third queen. A third queen will do it. We can force a stalemate, says someone. Possibly, but doesn't strike me as overwhelmingly likely. At this point, we're just going to start doing it faster. I'm just going to start, if there's any form of consensus whatsoever, we just flipping take it, damn it. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, okay, that's fine, thanks. Right, keep going. Keep going, guys. That's lovely. Let's keep on it. Keep on it. We may be dead, we'll die fighting. King to something. 3 votes for king to something. A few more votes coming in. Yeah, there's 10 votes for that. You can have that. That's okay. Thanks, guys. There you go. There's no way to concede in this as far as I can tell. So, that should be your lot. There we are. Well done, guys. Good game. Good game. Good game. So, I don't think there's a way to flip the table, sadly. This is not Tabletop Simulator. You cannot simply flip the table. Thank you to those who saved us going on a really long, boring, drawn-out quest there. Thank you. Go back 10 turns. You don't win. You don't win. I beat 1,600 people at chess, which logically means I'm like as good as 1,600 chess players, because, as everyone knows, the more cooks you have, the better the broth is. Marvellous. Proof of self-esteem. Okay, so, chat, what we need to discuss now is we've got time for another game. We've got time for another game now. Though, if you're a Doctor Who person in the UK, Doctor Who is about to begin. I believe it starts 6:30 tonight, so you may want to leave us at this point if you're a Doctor Who fan. I'm going to stay on for another game. What is the right way for us to do this? Because if I say... Because I think the problem was loads of people were just spamming their moves as quickly as possible just to get the votes in. If I guarantee that you have a certain amount of time so you can actually discuss the moves first... Oh, excuse me. Would that be better for you? Would that be better for you guys? Or is that just not going to work because the voice of 1,600 people is just completely bloody hopeless? Oh dear. Let us fight to decide our champion. No, dear. Don't spam votes. Okay. A lot of people saying yes. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to basically... I'm going to give you a certain amount of time. Like, it's not going to be up to a certain number of votes, right? Do not just start crazily spamming votes, okay? You're going to have, like, you know, take a little bit of time at the beginning. The moment, like, my move's been made, start discussing, okay? And until the votes start flooding in, after you've had a chance to discuss, then do it, okay? I'm not going to rush you. I'm not going to say after 200 or whatever. I'm going to give you a fair amount of time, all right? There we go. Lovely. So, let's go into the second game here. How do we do that? I think I just need to back out of this game at this point. No, I think I just need to press stop there. I just need to press stop. Stop is fine. And now I've lost the Twitch chat. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set up another game there. I won in 45 moves, and it was a crazy... For those actually people who have been not sure, I think, can we play the whole thing back? I need to see if we can actually play the whole thing back. It would be nice to see the whole thing. Can we play the whole thing? No? No, actually, apparently we can't. I can just go back 10 moves. Whoop, and then... And then... And then so forth in that nature. But I can't actually just force the whole thing to play over, which is kind of unfortunate. Right, in which case, everyone just naff off over there. And let's go back to, let's quit back to the menu and we'll start a new game. So, single game, new game, and location. Shall we do something a bit more dramatic for the second time? Shall we go over to... I think that one doesn't actually have clearly thing. Let's try a different location. Let's try Mulholland. Lovely. And let's go for some... Let's go for pieces... No, let's not use the pieces where you physically can't tell what the pieces are supposed to be. That'd be a stupid idea. However, I just want traditional wooden pieces this time. We're going to have some traditional wooden pieces. Lovely. So, that's fine. and it's going to be randomized against the Twitch chat. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Before we start, however, we're going to have a 2-minute break. So I just want, well, less than 2 minutes. I just need to top up my water supplies. Guys, we'll be right back in 2 minutes for the start of the new game. Hello, I'm back, and I've got cookies. So this time I can kick your asses while I'm eating cookies too. I can kick your asses at chess with one hand tied behind my back in order that I can eat a cookie. So that's good. Right, let's start a game. There we go. Start game. In we go. Yeah, I've got chocolate cookies this time. Sorry, streams are the only thing I eat while I'm doing, and I need droplets of water. Because normally, like when there's a video, I would speak for a couple of minutes, and then we'll... Ooh, you get a swimming pool outside. This is a rather... Ooh, swish. This is bloody swish right here. Right, and it is... This time I am white. This time I am white. Lovely. So, hello there, chat. Don't worry, we're going to have things nice and plenty of time to do that. So, is everyone having a nice chat? Everyone having a nice chat? She won't joke on a cookie. I just asked Claire if she wanted to join us, by the way. She's just back in. She was out this afternoon. She said she didn't want to because she's like, you know, she's not very good at chess and barely plays it. I said, well, that's fine. You're still better than the Twitch chat. Oh, you just got burned. 1,600 of you got burned. Oh, yeah. Also, yes, you're right. This board is easier to see. We should have started with this board because this board it's easier to read the side, which hopefully gives you an advantage. Nice. There we are. You're going to need some burn cream for that burn. Go to the Pokemart and buy yourselves a burn heal. Nice. Right. Let's just kick off, shall we? Let's just kick off. Hum. Cookies. Oh, I have the superior chess brain and chocolate cookies. I'm better than you in so many ways right now. So, how am I going to do the timings? How am I going to do the timings here? I'm going to clock here, yeah. You guys, at the absolute bare minimum, you guys get, like, you know, a minute to think about your moves. Unless it's, like, overwhelming consensus, you guys get, like, a minute to think about your moves. So I've got a little clock here. So we're not going to rush you. When it's your turn, do not just start spamming commands. Feel free to take 30 seconds to, like, put your opinions down, and you can make your views based on that, okay? In this occasion, it looks like it's, you know, a pretty simple consensus. That's absolutely fine. But, you know, just don't panic, alright? Everybody just don't flipping panic. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay nice and flipping calm here. Right. Cookies. Cookies. This is Claire's contribution. Claire actually went out and she bought me cookies. She actually bought cookies for this stream. Which is great. Claire may not be here, but like actually, because the stream's literally on that, and because there's downtime to each move, like I felt like we didn't need Claire in order to like, because like when it's Dolores, I need her to tell me what's going on in the chat. But in this, the chat's literally there, and the chat is overwhelmingly just moves for the most part. Oh, we've got an argument here. Take your time, figure it out. Put your opinion down in the chat if you want to. I'm not going to rush you in. I'm not going to make you move in a rush or anything. We've got plenty of time for this. There we go. Cookie. Some people, yeah, seems to be a bit of a fairly even split actually between knight and pawn moving out. Some people just want the pawn to provide some cover to the other pawn. Some people just wanting your knight to be heading out and about. That's fine. Let that horse stretch its legs. Why don't you just go and do that? I don't know. Let's actually have a look, see around. Can we see what else is going on in the world? Ooh, zoom in. Where's that swimming pool? We had a swimming pool around here somewhere. Don't know where the swimming pool is. Possibly we'll be able to see it when it's my turn better. Might be able to see it when it's my turn better. Yeah, right now we've just got the car keys. There's some coffee. I think a laptop nearby. Lovely. Might be able to see what's on that laptop when it's my turn. That's what we're seeing the other side right now. Let's get right in there and hang on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right up and personal with the Queen. Lovely. There we go. Lovely. Very good. Very, very nice indeed. I'm enjoying these cookies. These are good cookies, damn it. Lovely. There we go. Right, we've still got 1,400 people. I think we lost about 150 people to go and watch Doctor Who. That's you know, acceptable. Time to discuss during John's turn, please. I think that's I think that's enough. I think we're getting close to it now. Do it, John. Yeah, I think now Knight looks like the winner is there. That's fine. In the early stages, it's not so critically important to kind of get this absolutely spot on. So that's absolutely fine. We'll simply provide ourselves with a little bit of extra cover onto that pawn, I would say. Your knight can head out, but it doesn't like it can do much at this exact moment in time. Ooh, the phone occasionally goes off. That's kind of annoying. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's just get some little bit of extra cover for that lovely, lovely little thing there. Very, very good indeed. That knight's not exactly threatening us seriously so far. I think that's okay. Just some nice movement there. Take your time. People who don't know chess that well, maybe don't rush into voting. Few people actually kind of, specifically saying what to do there. People putting some advice there. If you're not so familiar with chess, maybe after it's your move, look in the chat, see what's going on, see what people are saying first, okay? And then we might be able to see what's going on here. But feels like there's a movement towards the pawn moving. Pawn moving out to g6 there. Yeah, I can see some sense going on there. Absolutely fine. Cookie. As I won that last game, I think perhaps I should do this game in my American accent. I feel like I've deserved this. If I can just speak like this for this entire game. Yeah, I think that's about right. What have we got going on right here? The pawn moving forward to g6. And wait, how'd you say 6 in American? Oh, I don't know. Shut up, John. I don't blame you. Oh, lovely. Cookies. Cookies. Yep. Okay. What I'll do is I'll give you like a final warning before it's time. So like when you need to start voting, like I'll say. So you've got another like 20 odd seconds to vote at this point. So now get your votes in if you've been thinking about it. It's now time to get your flipping votes in, okay? Someone just said we beat your ass in 2 world wars. I'm not sure who said that or what country you're from exactly, but I'm not exactly sure how, when Britain won 2 world wars, exactly who kicked our ass in those wars exactly. I'm really not sure who you're referring to there or where you'd be from. You know what? That's fair enough. Get that pawn on the move. Lovely. Oh. Wait. Ooh. There's a swimming pool. From my side, you can actually see this flipping swimming pool. Nice. Can't quite see the laptop though. It's a bit too close away, but that's nice. First up, we've gained a few new people. Thomas Bunick, if you'd like to just spam the little guide to how you enter chess commands into the chat, that will probably be useful at this point. Because I see we've got a couple of new people just floating in this exact moment in time. So that would probably be very, very welcome indeed. And we've got ourselves, yeah. I'll be pretty happy with just getting some more stuff on the move around here. Don't want to block you in too much, mine. Let's just get you out to there. Just get a bishop just a slightly more aggressive position. Oh, we've got some very relaxing music there. That's very nice. There we go. Take your time. I will warn you when you've got like 30 seconds remaining or something. Is Thomas your Matt? No, Thomas isn't my Matt. Thomas doesn't quite get the benefits Matt gets, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. We'll see. But oh, hang on. I've dropped a cookie crumb into my. Okay, I need to get a. Okay, I've got a screwdriver here. I need to get the cookie crumb out of my keyboard. Come on, out you. No. Yes. No. Gosh darn it. Right, I need something. Okay, you keep thinking about your move. I'm just going to go and get something to get a cookie crumb out of my keyboard. You guys just stay there. Oh, there we go. Come on. No. Oh. Yeah. There we go. I got out at least 90% of it. 10% of it now just lives inside the keyboard. But is that not ultimately the fate of all keyboards, to ultimately be a repository for cookies and so forth? Right, looks like we've got a slight consensus going on there. The bishop wants to be moving out into the world by the looks of things. I'm going to give you, yeah, another 30-odd seconds. So if you've been thinking about this right now, just time to start getting your votes in. Lovely. John, do you realise you can put messages in the chat? Yes. Yes, I do, but I'm not sure why I would when I can just talk to you. It's faster, and also, excuse me, and also means that you don't get, like, a horrendous, like, you know, clicking noise, because I've got a really, like, I've got a mechanical keyboard, and also there's all these apparently there's shortcuts I was just accidentally hitting, so there's all sorts of shortcuts. Lovely. So come on, guys, time to get your votes in finally. You got not much more time at this point. I'll give you like 10 more seconds now. Get your votes in. There is going to be a slight lag with the text chat, unquestionably, which is why I give you plenty of time to make your moves. So, a lot of function for, yeah, a lot of people saying G8, but I'm pretty sure this isn't Skyfall, because that does not sound like Adele. Right, that's it. You've had, I think you're going to have your time in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it is indeed bishop over to that. Some people in the chat are not entirely happy with that move. Sound like some people were feeling that was pointless, but this is what the time is for. If you think that's, you know, starting to emerge, make your point in the chat. Make sure that you get yourself heard, damn it. Otherwise, that sort of thing will happen. Right, what are we going to get going over here? Let's get ourselves... You can start heading out. I don't mind you being out fairly early, just on the off chance. That bishop's nice and tied up for the time being. He's not doing anything for the moment. Right, chat, discuss your moves for the time being. There's definitely immediately some people immediately wanting to move into castle. Understandable. But do not panic. Few people commenting, yeah, there's not much point castling yet, but it's still, you know, equally there's not much else to be doing. We're just setting up at the time being. Everything's fine. There we go. Why wouldn't we castle, replies someone else. You know what? You're right. Why not, eh? There's basically no reason not to. So, may as well crack on with that. It looks like that's overwhelmingly focused right now. Probably start getting your votes in at this point. There's no more point kind of... discussing this in too much detail because it feels like the overwhelming majority of the chat is in favour of castling at this exact moment in time. So you've got, if you are really opposed to the castling, you have got maybe 30 seconds to convince people not to and get a mass vote going. So if I don't start seeing a swing for something else, castling will be taking place in 25 seconds from now. There we are. There we go. And what do we have here? Yep, looks like no one's making an overwhelming case. It's still overwhelming in favour of castling. So, you've got yourself. That looks like pretty overwhelming there. 10, 9. Come on, guys. Anything else? No, it's... Actually, you've got... Okay, hang on. You've got yourself a little bit... You've got yourself a little bit of a swing going on here. I'll give you a little bit more time to discuss this. Some people are saying don't castle, and there's actually some... There's actually a swing going on here. Okay, hang on. I'll give you a little bit more time here, because it feels like the swing is in favour of actually away from castling, straight into... Oh, no, no, oh. People actually taking their votes. I didn't really miss that. Actually, you can take your votes away. Okay, I'm going to say the swing is now pretty in favour of not castling, and instead the pawn makes its move. Lovely. So there we are. Instead, people just setting up more and more defence. Lovely, lovely, and lovely. So, in which case, as there is just more and more flipping defence coming in, I see no reason why not. So, what do we want to be doing at this point? Could start getting my queen out, could just start pushing a little bit on the forward. That might be nice. just take some aggressive night moves. So I kind of feel like playing a bit more randomly this game after last time. I think I was kind of vaguely playing pretty cautiously last time, so I wouldn't actually mind. I wouldn't mind actually. Like a castle as well. Oh, I've got the coverage from the bishop. I don't like the fact the phone goes off on this map. That kind of bugs me a little bit. We could just go. We could just bring up here. Just go for that. Take a pawn. That would be relatively well covered. That just kind of gives you an opportunity to bring the queen out. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure it really gets me anything aside from an exposed thing. Probably worth just getting the. Yeah, let's just get this over here. That's fine. Let's just start getting some things out and about. That's okay for me. All right, Twitch. Over to you at this point. Nothing major to worry about. Now, remember, if you know what you're talking about, make your arguments here. Make your arguments. And now, once again, yep, the chat is now... The chat is once again swinging straight away into flipping castling. Because of course it does. Because they'll probably swing away from that in time. Now, at this time, is anyone going to say, no, don't castle now, you fools. It's really important that we get onto the point. We've got to push the point now. Get on the point, because otherwise, like Bastion will get set up defensively, and there's a Reinhardt on the other team, so we'll never be able to break it or something. So we'll see if that's actually... Castling is a meme, don't castle. Okay. Man, I sure hope that no one... Oh, there's some nice jazzy music on the stage. That's nice. Nice jazzy music. There we are. It's a nice relaxing stream. I'm glad we did this stream. This is a good stream. This is I mean, I thought it was going to be a technical nightmare. I thought it would, like, completely break. But no. This has actually been really, really lovely. This has been an absolutely flipping lovely stream. And once again, after an initial surge of votes for castling, moving around the bishop is catching up rapidly. Come on, people. I'm not going to rush you on this one, but if you believe either for or against castling, it's time to actually get your arguments going down in the chat right now, damn it. So, what do we have here? Some people saying castling is useless at the moment. Some people saying not bishop, more pawns, but I'm not seeing any pawns whatsoever. It looks like overall, barely anyone wants to move pawns, in fact. So, what do we want to be doing right now? Instead, it just looks like bishop. Yeah, looks like there's just a bunch of stuff to be done with a bishop. That's fine. Alright, guys, wrap it up here. Wrap it up. We have got ourselves maybe 30 seconds more to wrap it up, please. And it looks like... Actually, looks pretty clear at the minute. Once again, the castling has been kind of worked out here. The castling, yeah, people saying castling is pointless, and instead, votes have stopped coming in pretty much. We're going to go for... You are moving your thing over to there, and that is... Ooh, that's nice. Okay, what have we got going on here then? So, that's nice. Now you're pointing at one or two things there. That gets over to there. I've got no coverage for my knight whatsoever, so the knight's useless in that regard. We can just do a trade. I never mind trading in the early game. Like, in the early game, I really don't object to trading whatsoever. If at the end of it, I feel like I'm in the slightly more... if I'm in the better position, just in terms of positioning at the end of it, so I really don't mind trading. So I might just literally trade at this point. It would not be the worst thing in the world, I'd say. Okay, cannonstone on the spaces. What else have we got here? What are you more likely to? In fact, actually, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a big consensus for just taking the knight. You could have just gone straight for my knight. And if you'd taken my knight, that would have been just a trade for my knight for your bishop, which is a great trade. I'm actually genuinely surprised that one wasn't like one of the top runners. So that's, yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by that. So, what do we want to be doing here? We could just say... could just provide myself... Yeah, if I just provide some cover for that. Cover for you. But that doesn't... that's not that covered. But it does open up my castle a little bit. Yeah. Answer the phone, yo, someone. Yeah, this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. I could just basically, I'm tempted just to basically just say, screw it, just swap for swap, and just avoid this kind of escalating a little bit. Or I could, if I can't talk in a cowbacks just to handicap myself. If I was talking in a cowbacks, I literally get half the words out per minute. Like, it would slow down my Let's Play so much if I started just doing cowback accent. Or I could just provide some coverage over here. Now I get that there's the bishop as well, so that would provide. So that wouldn't be necessarily. Yeah, that's probably a bit of a waste. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to do the trade. I'm just going to get the bishops off the board now. I'm just happy to do a trade for a trade at this exact moment in time. That's fine. Some people are suggesting I'm trying to get in your head. Yeah, I'm trying to get in your head by playing a relaxing chess game, deliberately on the most relaxing board with relaxing music and talking very softly, while kind of vaguely talking about my strategy out loud. I shouldn't talk about my strategy out loud. You don't have to, well, actually, you kind of do have to talk about your strategy out loud, so I guess that's fair. Unsurprisingly, I feel like we don't need to let this one last too long. Actually, it does kind of feel like, even though, weirdly, there are actually some votes for the king moving, and still more votes voting for castling, because screw it, some people will never stop wanting to castle. Instead, actually, it looks pretty overwhelming that, understandably, pawn takes that. Not too surprising at all, would you flipping believe. So, what else do we have around here? In which case, I'm probably in a good position to just start moving up a little bit here, threaten you a little bit. Just pulls your queen or your king forward. Doesn't really do me any good. It's just wasted time that pulls. But it moves me into an aggressive position, but it's a bit too far forward. To be perfectly honest, it's probably aggressive, a bit too aggressive. It still provides coverage for... Actually, no, it provides double coverage for that pawn. Screw it, why not? Screw it, why not? There we go. Let's just start bringing you forward. There we are. Now, some people are saying, guys, now we should castle. For once, finally, some people are actually saying we actually should castle for once. More people in favour of, trying to control the centre. Controlling the centre, just kind of pushing forward a little bit. That's understandable too. I think we're okay for the time being. And once again, castling takes an early lead. So if there's anything like last time, that will sooner or later someone will just start yelling, "Stop castling, you morons!" And then castling will be rapidly overtaken. Other people in favour of moving out the queen, just moving the queen just a little bit forward. Understandably, just, you know, someone wants to provide some protection for that pawn. Understandable, some people want to provide some protection for the pawn. For the time being, yep, that is once again, the castling is falling away. There are some people who are really discussed because every single basically move, like for the past 4 moves, all of your moves, Twitch Chad, has like, castling has immediately jumped to the top and then fallen behind almost straight away. Which is kind of hilarious. Oh, it's beautiful. That's just beautiful. And kind of a third group wanting... What are you wanting? Third group wanting to just kind of move a pawn forward to threaten the knight. But it feels like, you know what, this is... there we are. What does Queen 7 do for... sorry, Queen E7. Well, Queen E7 provides you with some coverage for that pawn, and it just slightly repositions your queen in arguably a slightly more useful position, I'd say, but it's not much, to be honest. I'm just kind of vaguely poking at you to see what happens. I don't have a master plan yet. Of course, that's exactly what I'd say if I did actually have a master plan for 3 moves from now, but obviously I don't. Or do I? I'm going to take some water now. Dramatic water. Alright guys, I think your discussion time is coming to an end. If you've been discussing this, then just start kind of coming up with your things. 30 odd seconds from now, we're going to start kind of wrapping this up. I wish we could have an actual, even though if we don't have a counter, it would be nice if we could just have a timer on screen anyway. But sadly, we do not. So, there we are. I didn't know, by the way, that this game also does actually use the coordinate notation. So if you're struggling with the algebraic notation, you can literally just use move this piece to this piece. That's perfectly acceptable too. So do feel free to use that, because I admit, especially when it comes to things like pawns taking, the algebraic system can be a little bit hard to follow. So simply using the coordinate notation can be a little bit easier. I'm glad that both versions are accounted for. So, actually, I'm going to have to give you a little bit more time here, because there's actually a discussion going on here. There's a big discussion going on, in fact. You are not yet decided between Queen E7 and pawn moving up to H6. Guys, if you kind of want to get your views down there, get your voices heard now, because we're going to have to make a decision sooner or later. And actually, it feels like pawn is actually taking it. Pawn is actually moving up in the world. Blimey, okay. There we are. Yeah, pawn is actually moving ahead. I think someone has said... I think someone's... Yep, you know what? It looks like it's swinging to pawn. I gave you the 30-second warning, and it is swinging to pawn right now. Like 20% ahead, so that is your move. Right, so my knight's under threat at the minute, though I do have... Okay. That pawn's open, but it does leave my knight very, very stuck behind enemy lines. Okay. So we've got ourselves... Yeah, I know I get a pawn out of this, but also I've got a knight way exposed out in the middle of nowhere at this exact moment in time, but I'll take it because no matter what else, I will, at the bare minimum, get to be a pawn up, so that's fine. And actually, that leaves me in a pretty good position, all things considered. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty happy with that. You'd actually have been... Yeah, actually, that basically gets me a bishop, doesn't it? That pretty much... Well, it gets me a bishop at the price of a... It's not a free bishop. It's going to be a bishop at the price of a knight. So, at this point, yeah, pretty much you just have to... I think it's just now at this point, surely it has to be Queen E7. Feels like it's overwhelming at this point. I mean, Queen D7 would be as good. So now basically I can... It's whether I want to do that, to be honest. Like, I don't necessarily want to lose a knight for that. I'd probably not actually trade a knight for a bishop, so... Yeah. I mean, the last... Okay, people complain about the last move. This is why I'm giving you time and time to discuss it. Like... the queen going up to e7 was winning last time, and then clearly some people were saying stuff in the chat because when I told you it was 30 seconds to go to get your votes in, the pawn moving up to h6 overtook it. That was your call, and this time it looks like it's overwhelming, so that's fine. 103 now for that, so we're going to play that move. So, queen moves up. Queen moves up, and at this point I could help myself to a nice free bishop, but it's not a free bishop because I'll be sacrificing a knight for it. And then I'll have lost a knight and you'll have lost a bishop and a pawn. I'd rather actually just basically just back off, to be honest. I'd rather not give up I'd rather not give that up. Yeah, I think I'd rather just kind of actually keep that. I think I'm happier for the time being just backing off over here for the time being, because I'm kind of blocking up this space, and that's kind of an interesting space, because now the queen's there. The queen's a little bit on the stuck side. The queen's a little bit trapped, at least for the time being, so I'm happy just backing off, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it because I consider knights to be more valuable than bishops by quite a significant margin. So I'm just gonna back off. I'm just gonna back off at this point. That's... Oh shit! Oh fudge! That was so balls! Fuck. Okay. That was so stupid. Okay, yeah, you know what? You can have it. Yeah, I can't believe people are voting for not that. Oh, fudge. Yeah. You get your stupid move, you bastards. That was stupid of me. That was really stupid. Okay, well done, me. Alright, so. Okay, that's a concern. That's now a concern. Right, okay. Damn it. Right. So that's fine. At the bare minimum, I can get myself a free pawn at this point, so screw it. I'll take the free pawn, which is pretty much worth it. That doesn't line me up to anything, does it? No, that's fine. I get the free pawn, and to be honest, that's kind of nice, because that at least lines up some good stuff. I mean, okay, fine. Now I've got 2 pawns. I've taken 2 pawns and a bishop to your, what have you got? A pawn, a a bishop and a knight, is it? You've got a pawn, right? You've got a pawn. Hang on, have you taken a pawn at all? I'm not sure you must have taken a pawn, right? No, I don't think you have actually. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, this is getting a bit more interesting now. That was stupid, but you know what? I almost don't mind because I think that's actually a good placement for the bishop and I've got the pawn advantage. So I'm pretty happy with that because right now the pawns on the left side of the board as you're looking at it now are looking a bit kind of all over the place, and that works for me because that's, you know, mid-late game. That's going to open up some opportunities for me, so that's fine. Right now, what are we seeing right now? Leading vote for the moment is knight to c6. Knight to c6 is certainly, yep, I see the sense in that. That's a sensible little setup move. Other people wanting to see the rook on the move, and that is actually gaining a bit of traction there. He's actually about to overtake, possibly. It's pretty much neck and neck. Some people want to see that rook moving out into the world. Yep, other people, small number of you want to see the bishop moving. So go on then. We're not in a rush. We're not in a rush. We're not going to make you move anytime imminently. So chat, start just like yelling. Start just flipping yelling about the rook versus the knight, because that seems to be the big argument right now. A lot of people in favour of the rook moving out into the world. This is actually a good opportunity for the rook to actually get out in there. This is unquestionably, it's nice if your rook can get out into the world nice and early. So that works for me. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's trying to... I guess there's not much that can be done to... Yeah, I guess there's really nothing that can be done to save the knight at this point, because any attempt to move the knight out of the way, it exposes the queen. So all you can do is threaten the bishop, and it gives you an opportunity to get your castle out, which I can see the sense of, but some people wanting to just move the other knight out at the same time and just... Actually, I can see the sense of that too, because if you just let me take the knight, the queen can just basically take the bishop, and then the queen's in a much more open position, and my queen's still fairly far out of the way, which I think puts you in a fairly good offensive position. Still, what have we got here? Someone is really convinced that knight c6 is the best move, but yeah, people are not buying it right now. Attack the pawn at h2, it will force him to sacrifice a valuable piece. Possible, but... Okay, guys, it's time to start getting your vote in. It's time to start getting your vote in now. I think this is now the time to start getting your votes in. I'm going to give you 30-odd seconds more. So if you haven't voted yet, look in the chat, figure out what you want to do, get your votes in. Okay? Because right now it's looking pretty darn level. Okay. And oh, the knight has actually taken over. The knight has actually started to take over here. This is intriguing. Okay, the knight's really leading the charge. Someone said something down in the comments. Someone has said something down in the comments, because that has really started moving some stuff here. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we must have had nearly that then. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds. Last votes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in the end, pretty convincingly, that knight wants to come out and play. Lovely. Now, what are you guys thinking at this exact moment in time? I can see you've got a few options coming out of that. Fine. So, moving the knight won't accomplish much just yet, says someone. Now, I can see the sense in just basically just straight up doing the trade. But I can do the trade anytime I want to, and for the moment at least, that's... Well, this is here, that's just pinning that knight in place. Because the knight can't do a thing for the time being, so there's no rush to do anything there. Instead, I could just do Okay. See the sense in just threatening the queen a little bit. I mean, I know there's the knight there, but the knight can't really move, because then that would just start slowly threatening. Yeah, actually, I'm willing to do that. Let's give that a go. Screw it, I don't care. This seems fun. This seems like a fun sort of move right here. Let's just see what happens now. There we go. I'm playing a bit of a sillier game this time. I was playing pretty seriously last time. I'm playing a bit of a sillier game this time. I just feel like being a bit more aggressive on this occasion, just for fun. Right, so what have we got here? We've got... Okay, interestingly, as per usual, Castling has straight away... Castling has straight away jumped to number 1. And if I was... I really am tempted to just hit the button right now. So, what do we have here? What do we have here? Defend the Queen. Wrong castle, people. Oh, yeah, remember, if you want to castle in the direction of the king, the king side castling over to your left, it is O-O. If you want to castle over to the Queen side, it is O-O-O. Okay? Very important that you get that distinction, right? Okay, good. So, what do we have here? This is looking like it's... I'm surprised at the number of people suggesting castling right now. I'm very surprised at the number of people suggesting castling. So we've got some stuff coming in here. And what else do we have going on? Keeping an eye on that. And I'm seeing a few people sounding like they're cheating here. Thomas Bunick, if you see anyone specifically making reference to how they're using chess programs to cheat, you are free to ban that person. You are very free. Or give them a timeout at least. Give them a nice long timeout. Okay. It looks like we've got a pretty solid consensus here, but I'm still giving you the warning. 30 seconds if you want to get your opinion over there. I think there's about a 10-second latency, so you still do have some warning here. But it feels like Queen E6 is overwhelmingly what is being suggested at this exact moment in time. So that's nice and lovely. So, yep. Going down here, yeah, it looks like people are actually jumping ship away from that. So, yep, go down to 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And with 50% more votes than its second place predecessor, the Queen is moving forward. Okay, but John is cheating, says someone. How am I cheating? I'm literally saying, chat amongst yourselves, and then giving you warning when there's time to go. I'm giving you warning. I don't know what else you bloody want from me. Okay. So, what I'm thinking now is, you've saved your queen, sure, but that knight's nice and vulnerable, and I've got some coverage from this bishop right here, which is nice, and that would also put you in check. It's a pretty, actually, yeah, that's interesting. That would basically just force a massive exchange, because you've got the bishop covering that as well, so that would just cause a massive exchange there. So we just end up with, you'd lose both, you'd lose the knight and the bishop. I'd also lose the knight and the bishop. But I'd still be up on pawns, but you'd have an open, you'd have a bit of a free shot with the... This is interesting. Okay. No, I'm not sure that's the right thing to do at all. Probably the best thing I can do is just take myself a free pawn back over here. That's got to be the better option, because then I can also force a situation with the rook back here as well. There's not much useful setup I can do here. Is there anything even covering that location? I don't think anything's covering that location, and I don't think anyone could do that, so I'd say probably that's got to be the better... That's got to be the better move, rather than kind of just delivering a massive, great flip you clusterfuck over here. Oh, sorry, I just swore. So I swear more on the streams, you may notice that. That's got to be the better option over there. So, check. Lovely. So, now we have got ourselves some lovely, lovely, lovely options over here. Guys, what are you planning to do now? I'm giving you more time, damn it. I'm giving you more time. I'm giving you so much more time. Right. Take your time, have a little think-see, but unfortunately, yeah, this is why I love being aggressive with knights, because there's no, like, basically you can't cover in order to prevent checks. It's so fun just for basically picking off stuff. I love sniping with knights. It's my favourite thing to do. We've still got that bishop right there, which is lovely, and yeah, actually, this will put us in a good position to, well, the queen would be the best option, to be honest. Right, so... King has spoken. You can't castle while in check. I think, oh yeah, some people are trying to castle, as I say. I think that's actually not allowed. KD, yeah. Obviously, that's probably going to be your best bet. I'm seeing there's a few options there. Looks like this is... We should have thought this through, said someone. I'm giving you as much time. I'm giving you plenty of time, guys. I'm giving you plenty of time, and I'm actively encouraging you to talk about it before we do this. But no matter how much time and how much time you've got to vote and how much democracy has failed, basically. That's what we've determined here. Democracy is failing, and I'll give you another 30 seconds, but it feels that this is overwhelming. If you do not believe in KD7, King to D7, then you'd better make your case really, really, really quickly, because at this point you're going to have 30 odd seconds to go, guys. So I see someone is trying to actually try to get people to convince people to the merits of King to E7, but King D7 does appear to be doing the job right now. So what do we have here? Looks like it's going to be... Yeah, okay, 10 seconds, guys, 10 seconds, final option here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Play your move, which has an overwhelming amount of strength to it, and yes, indeed, that does provide you with some decent coverage. I can see the sense in that, but luckily, I'm pretty happy with this situation right now, because I can indeed snipe off your lovely, lovely, lovely queen right this second. Beautiful. So, queen is gone at the cost of a knight. Understandable. So, that's fine. I can't believe I gave away... Actually, no, it's worked out nicely. I stupidly gave away that knight at the beginning of the match, but that knight, I'd say the knight that's left has paid for itself, quite frankly. So, with the queen dead, I don't think we need to leave this one up for much. 2 votes for the king backing off, which is spectacular. I think probably we don't need to let this one run for too long. Would you believe king taking the knight appears to be the consensus that is forming right now? I think that's perfectly fair and reasonable. Yes, that seems acceptable to me, sure. So, yeah, we're just going to let that one play. Clearly, that one is overwhelming. So we're just going to let you guys play that one. I don't think we need to let that one be discussed in a huge amount of detail. Now, this is an interesting board that's shaping up in front of us, isn't it? This is a very, very interesting board that's shaping up in front of us. And I don't like the fact that you've actually still got both your knights when I've managed to lose both of mine. But I still have a queen at the back, which I'm very keen about. I would potentially be willing to I might just toss away that bishop right now, just for the sake of getting that knight. I don't like you having both knights when I haven't got... I don't like you having both knights when I've got none. Yeah, no offense, I think some people... I agree with some people, like, even though like it's terrible to lose your queen. Like when I've got no knights and you've got 2, that's a difficult situation for me. I'm limited in mobility and I've lost a bishop as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this. John, you're terrible at chess. Well, you're worse. Alright, you're much, much flipping worse. Okay. Trust in our king. Yeah, I just want a horse off the table. I just want a horse off the table. I'd rather just get that out of the way, to be perfectly honest. So we shall see how that goes. Lovely. And answer the phone. Damn it. Just turn it onto silent mode, for goodness sake. Okay. What have we got here? This is a very, very interesting one. I'll leave you a little bit of time to think about this one, because obviously, like, you know, what you want to actually use here, whether you want to use the bishop or the king. I imagine people are going to settle on the bishop, but either does the job. The bishop ends up dead, but I can see the sense in getting the king out. I mean, like, you have advantages. You have the advantage that you've still got a horse. Your horse is nice and in a good forward position. You've actually got a castle who's actually open over here, which is very, very, always very, very welcome indeed. I'm winning on pawns, which is good, but the chance for me to I was hoping to kind of have a bit more of a clear space over on this side of the board, to be perfectly honest, so that's not so good, but we'll have to see. I might think about castling, to be honest, soon, because I just want to get one of my castles out onto the field, because I feel a little bit lacking in mobility right now. I'm concerned about that, so we'll have to see. We'll have to bloody see. Okay, and looks like this is overwhelming. Yeah, in all fairness, that's so overwhelming. I'm just going to let you play that move. The bishop is going to take the bishop. So you've got a bishop and a knight out and about. I've got. I'm really lacking here. I'm concerned. I've got a few bits and pieces, but yeah, I've lost more than I'd like, even though the only real advantage I've got is the queen. I mean, look, people being a bit depressed, but I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't actually worry. Like, you know, the fact that you've still got this guy over here, and you've got this guy over here, especially this guy over here, I'm concerned by him. I am very, very concerned by him, in fact. Do I want to castle right now just to start getting one of you out, or do I want to start getting the queen into a better position? I probably just want to get the queen out, to be perfectly honest. I could deal with the queen being out. That's going to be in a good position. If you just want to move out to there, you could do with some coverage there as well, but there's no bishop left on white, so that's not so bad, and you're not going to be in a position to threaten, and she could threaten you anytime soon. Ugh. Yeah, but then the queen's there, which is alright, so the queen can help out with that at least a little bit. This is tough. This is tough. That knight's worrying me. This knight is worrying me. Okay. Because I'd love to get that queen out nice and quickly and easily, but... I think I need to get the queen out and about. If I've got the queen, then the queen needs to get out and about a little bit. But I need this guy to still have some coverage. And I'm concerned he's not going to have any coverage if you need to move out of the way for that right now. Because, like, literally you could just move to here and just have a clean line at that immediately, which concerns me. Fine, we'll just... It's a wasted move, isn't it? Bishop can't do anything too productive right now. This stops your horse moving into one logical position, at least. I don't like it. Yeah, I just want to get it. It's a stupid move, but I just want to get the queen out and about, to be honest. I just want to get the queen out onto the field. If I've got the queen and you guys haven't, I just want to get the queen out there to be doing something. So, get on your work, guys. What are people saying here? A lot of people seem to want to get that there. A lot of people want to get that there castle out onto the field, presumably to be into a good position to, yeah, protect the pawn, provide some good coverage there, make sure my queen can't do anything too dramatic. Unsurprising. We've got ourselves we've got rooks moving, got bishops moving. I will leave it to you. Excuse me. I will leave it down to you, chat. I'll let you get on with your business. You can definitely have quite a bit of time. Chill out, lovely. Somebody's saying they prefer the piano music. So do I, actually. I'm not sure if I have the actual ability to change the audio and just like select particular soundtracks, one or the other. And looks like it's swinging in favour of getting the castle out and about. And I wish I could get my castles out and about, but I cannot for the time being. So that is unfortunate. What else do we have going on here? A lot of people. I don't even know how to play chess, lol. Ah, dear. Some people want to use the bishop a little bit here. Yeah, okay. I see the sense in that. To be honest, I very rarely castle anyway. Like, for the most part, I don't bother. I'd rather be kind of pushing forward a bit more aggressively than hiding away the king. But in this particular position, I can see the advantage of getting a castle out and about. But I don't know. I like the fact that right now I've got a very, very tough position. I like the fact I'm up in pawns. Like, I always like being up in pawns. If I'm up in pawns, I'm happy, basically. Move knight. Some people wanting to put... Oh, someone's making the argument for being a bit aggressive with that there knight. Okay, someone wants to be aggressive with the knight, damn it. Alright, fine. If that's what you want to do. That's what you want to flip and do. And... Knight's gaining a few votes, but it still looks like right now Rook is winning. Rook is still winning for the time being. The bishop can put me in check. It's not desperately threatening, but it's there, which is nice. Let's just give you, 30-odd seconds, guys. 30-odd seconds. Let's start wrapping this up at this point. It feels like the advice is kind of chilling out a little bit here. So let's just quickly start wrapping this up. So 30 seconds, guys. Got nice music now? Yeah, this is pretty chill. This is a chill stream. Next to Stellaris, this is so chill. Next week's Stellaris stream is going to be not as chill as this. This is much more chill than it would be otherwise. Right, what else do we have here? Right, 10 seconds, guys. You must have had 30 seconds by now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the Rook wins in the end. The Rook takes it. Nice little good position for the Rook. I am envious of that Rook. Envious of that Rook. Okay. Right now, what else do we have over here? The Queen's a little bit in a difficult position right now, and I can see the sense in that Rook, because the Queen right now has such limited options. She just can't really do anything at this exact moment in time, which is unfortunate. I could try and push forward with you, Where's the right place to go? Could just get could get one of the castles out and about. Which is the right castle to get out there? Okay. Let's have a think here. You're not really going to be doing anything. You could move over here and you could threaten the king, but that's fine. There's no massive danger yet. If we move you forward, that might work, just for the sake of doing it. If I can just trade a pawn for a pawn at this point, when I'm up on pawns, if I can just basically keep trading pawns for pawns, I'm happy to keep doing that, to be perfectly honest. So, let's have a look, see, what do we have? Yeah, that, I need to get this knight to move. This knight's a pain right now. That knight is indeed a very, very bloody big pain. This is pretty safe for the time being. That doesn't need coverage anymore. Nothing's threatening you. If I can just start swapping pawns. Now, I'm not moving the queen. Not yet. I'm not moving the queen just yet. It's not the right time for me to move the queen. Unless I move up to... it's not bad. That's okay. Start threatening a few bits and pieces there, and but then with the bishop and that covering that spot, the queen's not going to do much good threatening this spot right here. It does at least force the knight out from this position. Forces the knight out from this position. If the knight moves wherever the knight moves from here, actually, yeah, that forces. It doesn't force the knight back. It forces the knight probably to here. Or backwards, one or the other. Everything else is pretty exposed, to be honest. So it probably forces the knight here. From there, there's not much I can... no, that doesn't work for him either. Yeah, screw it, I'll give it a go. This is probably not the best move, but I'll take it because I just want my queen to be out there, and I just want to start laying a little bit of stress on that there knight. Right, on you go, chat. And what do we have here? Okay. Ooh, okay. This is very divided right now. 26 votes, and there's no clear consensus going on here. There's a real lack of a clear consensus at this exact moment in time. Yeah. Lovely. So, what's winning at the minute? Oh, it's very divided. It's very divided at this exact moment in time. Okay, that is interesting. That is a very, very interesting series of events, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So, we need to... yeah, it's not going to help me that much, is it? No. We have to get ourselves into a little bit of a more interesting position at the bare minimum. I can kind of just start... I can just use the queen to just start pushing. I can just start slowly breaking up this position. I've got a good defensive position right now. I've got a queen, you don't. I can just start needling your position a little bit as time goes by. Looks like right now we have a very, very strong consensus for knight moving to c8 at the minute. There is a little backup argument coming for people want to keep flipping using, want to keep using that bishop to move up just to start actually threatening the king. You can absolutely put me into check, but feels like, yeah, the other alternative is rook going over to g8. In fact, rook going over to g8, that's interesting, but it's in the minority. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Like, if you want to try and talk people out of rook c8, it's time to do it. But it feels like, right at this exact moment in time, there's a lot of chat for rook to c8. So that's absolutely flipping fine. So it looks like that's overwhelming at the minute. So 15 seconds to talk anyone out of it, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, rook to c8 is overwhelmingly going on at the minute right now. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And with an overwhelming majority of the votes, bishop moves to provide an extra layer of defense to that there knight. That knight really wants to be defended, damn it. That knight was already covered by a pawn, but it really wants a bit more defense. So, okay, what can we do with you? I'd say I kind of just want to put you in check, to be perfectly honest. I wouldn't mind putting you in check. Sorry, did I just say bishop instead of rook? Sorry. Yeah, okay. The knight's well covered at this point. It's in a really good position. Going to start needling a little bit here just to see what we can do, just to start pushing things apart here. That's stuck here. You've only got the black bishop left. I don't have any bishops left at all. I can see the sense in just starting to needle. But you'll just move forward and you'll just move forward. But then I can cover with that. That's not the worst thing in the world. Screw it, why not? I'll just have some fun with this. So, check. Alright, guys. And what do we have next? John will be crushed, someone yells. This is actually quite an interesting game. I quite like this game. I'm up on pawns and I've still got a queen, but you've still got the knight and the bishop that I don't have, which I think is very interesting. I mean, this is actually quite a fun game. It could have been much easier for me if I hadn't just bloody thrown away a knight, but then throwing away that knight kind of put me in a good position to actually get my bishop up. That meant I got the queen. So the fact I've got the queen is nice at the bare minimum. And there's there's a split here. Some people wanting to be going more on the lines of using the pawn defensively. Some people actually preferring to move the king. It's split pretty evenly right now, actually. And a bit of division about where the right place to move the king is. Currently leading is king moving over to d7. Retreating backwards a little bit there. Okay. Interesting. Alternatively, in second place is actually, bringing the pawn forward into d5. Excuse me. Providing a little bit of cover. There. Alright then, intriguing. So at this point, we've got, now... Okay, this opens up some interesting possibilities. If the king's just going to back off, I like my queen being in the position it's in right now. I can deal with that. Because you've got a knight in a really strong position, but as long as my queen's where it is right now, that knight is pinned in place. Which I will very happily take, thank you very much. So, we'll see about that. We'll see about that indeed. And I'm seeing a little bit of... Oh, there's nothing. Placed by another pawn. What else are we seeing here? Looks like... Actually, there's a bit of a swing going on here. I think someone's just had a word with the Twitch chat. They want king e7 rather than king d7. It feels like king e7 is in the ascendancy. The pawn is dropping away slightly. Not sure if anyone's actually mentioning what's going on here. What do we have? Yeah, this is intriguing. And it looks like king e7 has indeed overtaken. There we go. So king e7 is now the top. I'll give you another
15 seconds. I can see the sense in that. I can see why that is. I can see why someone would recommend that over king d7. I can absolutely see the sense there. I was kind of hoping you'd go for the other, but we shall see. Actually, I was kind of hoping for the pawn as well. The pawn would have been fine. I'll give you, yeah, it looks like that's now swinging pretty firmly. 10 more seconds to settle this. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And there we are. The king moves back into a lovely position over there. Right, now to start playing some games with this here horse. Because I like the fact that that horse is now kind of stuck where it wants to be. That horse is indeed delivered on the stuck side. So basically, I can just start pressuring that with the pawns at this point. That'll be fun. Or there's no, that's a risk. If I just start moving that just moves down to there. That's too risky to bother fiddling with my defense with. That's kind of blocked off for the time being. That's kind of stuck for the time being. That would open up an option as well. Thanks to the position of that, you are stuck there for the time being. Can't get in the back. Sadly, he didn't go for d7. Otherwise, I'd been able to get up in the back of you, which would have been very, very nice to do. But sadly, not an option at this exact moment in time. Not yet, anyway. But time for me to start having a think about moving forward. I think we can start playing a little bit of that, but just be able to block that with your own potentially. There. Okay. This is interesting. It's very interesting, in fact. Could just move that over there at this point. Wouldn't object to that. But then there's not really a logical way to get them out, and I don't want my defense broken just yet. Start pushing forwards. Will be countered by you. Could just be straight up blocked. Doesn't really do much, to be honest. Blocks it with that. Then I can take that if she blocks it with that. Screw it. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a flipping go. Why not? Let's just see how this all goes together. Screw it. There we go. 30 seconds, John. Screw you. Screw you all. Right, over to you guys. Let's see what you got. The move that people have been desperately wanting to get done for quite some time, using the bishop to move up to h4 in order to actually put the king in check. Looks like it finally might be gaining some momentum. I don't really see what it gains you, to be perfectly honest, other than stopping me from castling. So, you know, which I haven't really shown much interest in doing so far, because I like my defense as it is broadly, but never mind. But people seem very, very keen for that to happen. I personally don't really see the advantage of it, but we shall see. So, we shall see what's going on here. And in fact, there is going on. Yep, there's suddenly a bit of a shifty roundy there. Sadly, the moving the bishop to put me in check has kind of become the new castling. It's the thing that everyone rushes to at the beginning of the game. And, oh, good, we can vote. Ah, right, vote. Oh, sorry, no, don't do that. Don't do that. There was one of the things there. Don't do that. Okay, I'm not going to touch any more hotkeys in case I accidentally move the game back 10 things or anything. Just don't do that. Looks like right now, overwhelmingly, we're going towards, yeah, pawn up to a6, which is not desperately surprising. So we will keep on having a little look-see at that. We'll see what comes up next. Let's give you that. Looks like that's now becoming overwhelming. If you want to try and stop people from moving a pawn to a6, now is basically the time that you're going to need to start having to persuade people of that opinion, because very soon it's going to start becoming a thing. So, yeah, 30 odd seconds, guys. Come on, 30 odd seconds. Okay. Oh, few people suddenly jumping in last minute saying no, 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 no. But it looks like it's overwhelming now. Okay. Come on, guys. 20 seconds now. 20 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And with a quite significant share of the votes, pawn moves up into a defensive position there, and I can indeed see the advantage to the whole situation. Now, I can get my castle moving at some point or other, absolutely. I can start moving you up as well. Doesn't really do much good. That's covered by the knight. That's not really going to be covered by anything. That just creates more problems. I don't like this. Okay. Okay, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Could just move you up, just to start getting a bit of a line going on there. And let's basically just offer that in trade, get that bit more aggressive position. I wouldn't mind, you know. What do you plan to do next? That's pretty much just stuck doing that. Shut up, stop texting me. We've got the options for... Yeah, you can just do that. You can't really... You're going to do that. Can't do that. It's a slow, wasted move, but I will... Yeah, fine. Go for it. Right, let's see what you guys are doing next. This is an interesting game. This is an interesting game. Now democracy's kind of sorted itself out. I feel like you might be able to drag me to a 2-on lead at this point. So, b5 is now being suggested as an option. Okay. Yeah, overwhelmingly the option is now favouring b5. It looks like, I don't think we actually need to let this one last too long, to be honest. It's looking like yeah, you know what, I'm going to give you b5. I'm just going to let you have your b5 right flipping there. I think that is fair and reasonable. Now. At this point... Now that that's moved up to there, I might even want to just move... but... Okay. It's a bit more of a tricky position, isn't it? I can move back one space and still be putting the same exact pressure. And this one, that's not going anywhere, so that's not opening up the way to the bishop. Plus, actually, if that ever does open up, that would open up the way to the bishop, which would be nice. Yeah. And then if that moves over to there, that's got... protects that, if that goes over to there. nothing, but there's also nothing it can really threaten either. Yeah, actually, I can see the advantages to doing that. I can see the advantages to doing that. Yeah, fine. Fine, I'll take that for now. We'll see. Alright. Now, what are we doing at this point? We've got... Oh, bloody fight! Oh no! It's the people who want to do the pointless bishop move. They'll never stop. They'll never stop until you let them do it just once, guys. They'll never, ever, ever stop. Ah, marvellous. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Ah, good, good. Right, so... Oh, we've got some... Oh, I like this music. This music's good. No, 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 no. Instead, finally, someone's actually doing something with the bloody knights here. What have we got going on here, then? Knight to... Okay, interesting. We've actually got ourselves some nice stuff going on here. There's an aggressive move being planned down over here by the chat. Once again, the bishop team has been overwhelmingly kind of shut down there. Ah, marvellous. So we've got a pretty clear consensus going on here. Bishop move is... I still don't see the advantage of it, to be honest. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm literally... If you put the bishop there, I'm literally just going to move my king onto a white space, and it's going to be safe from that bishop forever, because blockheaded bishops are just bloody useless. At least we've got a pretty clear line here. So... Yeah, this looks pretty clear at the minute. 30 seconds, guys. If you want to change the vote, it's time to get in active in the chat right now. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. This is looking pretty compelling at this exact moment in time. Ugh. Yep. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8... Wait, 10, 9... Yeah, that was right. I was counting in the right direction. I thought I was counting in the wrong direction there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you are. Pretty overwhelming. So, we've got an interesting move going on over there. The rook is now obviously open, but protected by the knight, which is interesting. That is an interesting little move. Okay. What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because none of those, all of that's now locked away against there. That's pretty exposed. Ooh, that's a nice move. Okay. What? How are we going to defend against this? How? Do it, John, you know you want it. No, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. Though, admittedly, I can see the sense. It's just a stupid move. It's a stupid move, but you already don't have a queen. If I just gave up my queen right now just for the sake of knocking out one of your castles, it'd be 2 castles versus 1. Like, okay, it's kind of stupid, but I can see a sense in it. A kind of a really stupid sense, sure, but it's flipping there. What else could we do here? Can't move here, can't move there. Can move over to here and can just start moving over in that direction, but I don't think it does as much good, to be honest. And if I do that, this old girl's wide open, which is kind of on the annoying side. Problem is, yeah, I've got a decent defensive line right now, but it's kind of boxed everything up a little bit. It has boxed everything up just a tiny spot. It's probably best just to play a little bit defensively and just move a little bit over here. That at bare minimum does still provide me with the option to... That gives me some coverage at least. There's nothing, yeah, there's nothing the knight can do that really threatens the queen at this exact moment in time. Alright, let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens next. Okay. What do we have going on here? There's a lot of chat for... Oh, it's the bishop vote again! I'd like to think that just somewhere there is just a group of actual bishops sitting around watching this stream going like, yeah, bishop, bishop, bishop. And they will never ever stop voting for bishop to h4 to put king in check. They will never, ever, ever stop. This is their entire life at this point. That's all they want, damn it. That's all they flipping want. Right now looking like, yeah, actually, okay. Looks like we have got ourselves one thing starting to appear pretty clearly. Yeah, okay. This is intriguing. And I can see the sense. Oh, that's a little bit on the threatening side, isn't it? Oh, blimey. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit on the concerning side there. Yeah, I see the sense. I see what's going on here, and it's a worry. It's. I can see some dangerous stuff going on here. Okay, yeah, looks like right now it's looking not overwhelming, but the bishop faction's actually gaining strength for once. Maybe they finally want to bloody do it. Okay, looks like we've got a consensus starting to emerge over here, and there's some good advantages going on over here with the rook. So, 30 seconds, guys, 30 seconds. If you've not made your vote, start making your vote now. Right now, the rook is on the move. But Team Bishop will not be denied, damn it. Sooner or later, Team Bishop are going to bloody insist. Team Bishop will make this happen, damn it. They can't not. They just have to, damn it all. Ah, lovely. Oh, Team Bishop's actually gaining in popularity. Okay. Maybe you just give yourselves another 30 seconds, because it does seem to be a little bit of a swing in favour of bloody finally, Team Bishop moving up from Bishop to H4 to put me in check. That's finally getting the votes, damn it. Ah, good. It's just, oh, but, okay. It's final. Oh, no. Oh, it's swinging backwards and forwards here. But it's still the rook for the time being, damn it. Still for the time being. Alright, let's wrap this up here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the swing was not enough. The rooks are moving into a very, very risky little position there. I don't like that one little bloody bit. Right. What we need to do at this point is... I need something to give me some cover to that bloody queen. I need something to get some cover to the bloody queen. Find some extra cover there, otherwise this is just going to become overwhelming. I don't think I really have a choice here. You just have to move over there just to provide... just so I've got 2 lines of defense on that single pawn. Bishop's not going over in that direction. Yeah, okay, fine. I think it's got to be, for the time being at least. At least I've got some defence set up over there now. Okay, off you go. Team Bishop, get in there and make your brief demand to do the Bishop thing that will never actually happen because the people who actually are taking this seriously outvote you after a bit. Oh, no! You've actually got an overwhelming mandate. Oh my god, Team Bishop's actually going to do it. Team Bishop's actually going to happen. This is incredible. Go, Team Bishop, go. We believe in you all. Oh my god. Go, Team Bishop. I'm so thrilled that move's finally happening. I'm actually cheerleading for that move at this point. That move's been so long coming. It's just been coming for so flipping long. I'm actually sort of glad it's actually happening. I'm genuinely glad that it's actually flipping happening. You know what? You guys can have it. That's 91 votes to 13. You can have that move, damn it. Well done, guys. Well done. Team Bishop, you can have your bloody move. Oh, well done. Well done, guys. Well flipping done. I'm glad for you. I'm genuinely glad for you. I'm really thrilled that's finally flipping happened. Now I'm just going to flipping move my king onto a white square and the bishop will never see it again because bishops are the worst. It's fine. It's okay. Everything's absolutely a-okay. Do I want to cover this anything? No, I can't really cover it with anything, to be perfectly honest. So we may as well just move you. I'm just going to move you forward to provide the extra cover to the pawns. Alright. Well, you did it, guys. Well done. Well done. You did it, Twitch. You actually did it. Well done. Oh, dear. Really what I should have done is I should have just at that point immediately retired. I should have just retired immediately in the face of the bishop and the bishop could have been declared the winner of the game. It would have been beautiful. It would have just... Don't say beautiful. That's a good word. We need to make beautiful into a verb, damn it. Beautiful needs to be a verb. Right, well, you're thinking I'm going to turn the lights on. It's actually getting a little bit dark in here. Hang on. Don't talk about secret things while I'm away. Okay, we're back. I've got some lights on now. Now I can see the clock more clearly. Lovely. Right, what do we have here? We've got what looks like a fairly strong consensus in favour of knight to c6. Knight to c6? Yep, okay. I can see some sense going on there. Sure, why not? And redacted secret information that's been redacted because it is secret. That's looking like it's... Yep, looking like right now there's a very, very, very good consensus in favour of that. By the looks of things. Alright, so let's give you 30 more seconds at this point. Get your votes in now, please, because it feels like, at the moment at least, moving that knight back into a more aggressive position is looking very, very popular indeed. So absolutely crack on with that. And we'll take that soon, but yeah, looks like that's looking pretty popular. Okay, 20 seconds to go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Doesn't look like a major shift with like double the votes of anything else close by. That is looking like a good Kansas indeed. Right, so that is now threatening. Could put me in check, sure, absolutely, but now with you over there, you'll just move back over there. Actually, if you move back over there, that's hardly the worst thing in the world, to be honest. I could just move back into the stalemate and actually do what I was planning to do in the first place. Which would be fine, even if it cost me a couple of pawns to do it. I'd like it just to free up the castles. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy to just keep that ticking along, to be perfectly honest. We'll move back over to here. Yeah, okay. He doesn't see... Oh, no, wait. No. He doesn't see it, says somebody. He doesn't see it. Oh, chat, you've just made a critical error here. What are you thinking? What are you bloody thinking? What are you bastards thinking? Okay. Who said it? He sees nothing. You had one job. Okay. I mean, I can see that you can put me into check, and if you put me into check, I'll have no choice but to move. And then if I didn't move the queen, I'd have no choice but to do that. But if you're going to put here to move me into check, then, and that's the only way you can put me into check, because your other move is to move over here, then it's just a choice of pawns, then it doesn't really matter. Or over here, and then fine, that's the queen, but the queen's going to be there much longer anymore. I don't think that... Hang on, what's the problem here? I mean, okay, fine, that's over there. What else can you use to put me into check? The rook can't put me in check. The bishop can't put me in check. The bishop's just bloody useless at this point. Okay, I don't see the problem here, so I'm just going to make a stupid Oh, no, but then, of course, but that's protected by the thing. But if that's protected by that, all you can do, really, is... You know what? Fine, screw it. Let's just see how it goes anyway. Let's just see how with this goes, because this is going to be fun. You go ahead and do your stupid move. Let's see how it all ends up at the end. Yay! There you go. Have the move. Ah, lovely. Alright, there you go, team. Someone yelled, I love how I just made my move, and one person yelled no, and one person yelled yes, simultaneously. That happened simultaneously, and there's not been... There's some form of big kind of momentum going here. Oh, it looks like you're running straight back. Oh, you're running straight back to your coward starting position, are you? Is that what you're doing? You bloody cowards. Alright, fine, whatever. You just keep on doing that, why don't you? Sure, why don't you just do that? It's like the rook's running back. Oh no, the knight's in trouble. I should run and defend it because the knight can't take care of himself. Lardy flipping dar. But that's not the only move, actually. While some people are rushing the rook back to defense, other people are suggesting the knight just needs to get on with it and start taking some bloody pawns. And yes, indeed, fine. I can see the sense that the knight just needs to get on with taking some bloody pawns, sure. So, actually, it's pretty even right now. Some people want to be aggressive, some people want to be a bit more defensive with the rook. Looks like I think some people are right now yelling down in the chat to get the knight up in front. Yeah, okay. Looks like people are desperately yelling about the knight. People want that knight, damn it. Okay, this is going to be a night to remember. So, I wanted to get that one in somewhere. It's probably going to be the subtitle of this stream when it gets uploaded to YouTube, by the way. I'm almost certainly going to call it A Night to Remember, which I was planning anyway, but we've actually had a really interesting game with some really interesting stuff from knights, so I'm kind of glad that's actually a thing at this point. That's just great. Ah, lovely. Right, looks like the knight is taking the majority here, so people who want to make the other case and get that rook back in position, it's time for you to make your arguments, because yes, indeed, we have got ourselves 30 seconds to go. Knight is looking like it's very, very popular. Someone yells, all of you are useless. There's some small level of frustration in the chat right now, it's fun. So, crack on with that. Let's go to 20 seconds now. 19, 18, 17 and 16, and screw it, we'll skip down to 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, and that knight is going on an aggressive holiday. He wants to put me into check. So, as a result, yeah, fine. So all the knight can do is, obviously he can put me into check. And I can just move the king straight off again. Fine. We'll cover down there. That's a-okay. Just move up here. The other thing the knight can then go on to do is, if I don't do that, the knight can just take a selection of pawns. Right. Got to make absolutely sure we're not 2 moves away from losing the queen here. What can you all do here? If I move up to here, then you can move down there and put the... Then you'll basically be taken immediately. If you move over there, you don't put that under threat at all. can't take the knight with that myself. Could move down there, but wouldn't actually pose too much of a threat down there, to be honest, without some support. Okay. Yeah, I could just move you up here, and honestly, there's not much you can do at this point. Any gains that can be made, like, I see the advantage. Like, the one thing arguably that could have been done is, if I'd have moved up here, if you'd gone over here and sacrificed that knight to this pawn, then actually that would have meant that if you hadn't got this bishop over here, these rooks could finally have slammed down here and taken the rook out. Potentially, possibly there could have been more stuff over here, but the bishop that you were also desperate to get over here for no well-explained reason has actually finally managed to do his one job. So, screw it, we'll just move you a little bit further forward. That's fine. If I go up, what can you do at this point? There's nothing else I can get in position in a hurry. The alternatives here. Over here is not so hot. The bishop could come in, but the bishop can't really do much, to be perfectly honest. The bishop isn't well covered at this exact moment in time. I don't like being that far forward. I'd rather be a little bit further back. And then other than that, you can move over there, but you've got no cover whatsoever. Sure, you can move over there, and you put me back in that, but then you'd have no cover whatsoever. You'd just be taken immediately. Yeah, I'd rather be able to move it back just so I can fall back a little bit more easily. I'm a bit concerned by the number of stuff on that side of the board. Yeah, screw it. I don't want to take too long thinking about this, to be honest. Alright, let's see what we've got going on here. Now, overwhelmingly, the bishop wants to go and do a thing again. The bishop wants to go and do a thing, damn it. Okay, that's fine. If bishop wants to go and do a thing, bishop can go and do a thing. Oh, yeah. Would you believe I think the bishop wants to go and do a thing? That's okay. Bishop wants to go and do a thing. Bishop can go and do a thing if bishop wants to go. I think I'm just going to let your bishop do a thing. I feel like that's the move. Yes, fine. So, this is getting a little bit tight. Tighter than I'd like, to be perfectly honest. Let's get back onto white at some point. I'm kind of lacking in moves, really, aren't I? Yeah, okay, fine. I'm concerned about this. I need to back up over here. You can't move over there. That doesn't mean... I don't think you can put me in check from that. And I don't think there's much the knight can do to follow up on the threat either. It's not great. I don't like being cornered in like this. This doesn't feel good to me. But fine. Whatever. Okay. John, you worry too much. Well, yes, I'm playing a competitive game against 1,600 people. And I suspect at this point, right now, you guys have actually got organised. You guys have actually got flipping organised. You've started thinking about things. And you've come up with good ideas and stuff. And I'm sure at least some of you are cheating at this point. Because I came into this fully aware there's nothing to stop people cheating with flipping computers. And I'm guessing several people are. And I know there's also a quiet community that are actually plotting this out and planning this very, very carefully at this exact moment in time. So, you've got organised since the first game, basically. You've got organised since the first game. Like, you know, the first game was Russia, like, you know, at the beginning of being invaded in World War II. But now you guys have got dug in around Stalingrad, and it's going to be a long, slow, grinding affair, damn it. Right, so, it looks like, you know what? I think you know what your move is, damn it. I think you've agreed to it ahead of time, because it looks like overwhelmingly, yeah. You know what? You get to make that move. That looks overwhelmingly like your move. That's fine. That's absolutely 100% fine. On the plus side, I'm not actually in check right at this exact moment in time, so that's bloody lovely. So, what do we need to do here? We can. That's locked down over there for the time time being. I need to get the bloody castles that doing here. I need to get the castles doing something. Okay. You're kind of stuck down there for a little bit of time, which is unfortunate. You're stuck over there, and because the king's moved, I can't do much with you, at least for the time being. In fact, there's literally nothing you can do. I'm kind of stuck where you are for the time being. Need to start drawing you guys away from this whole situation, in fact. Need to break the deadlock over here. Best way to do it is probably just... Yeah, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to try and break this deadlock under any circumstances whatsoever, even if that means I need to... Screw it. This is stupid, but I think it's quite frankly worth it just to try and bloody free up my castles, because I'm really concerned I'm getting boxed in now, and too many of my units are trapped at the back. I need to get this guy up in play, and I need to do it quickly. So, screw it, I'm going to do something stupid. There you go. And I think you've been planning for something. Alright, fine, yeah, I see. I see you've been discussing this ahead of time. Yeah, you know what, you can have your move. You can have your bloody move. Right, okay. So, this is going interestingly. Yeah, but you pretty much are Legion at this point. Okay. Okay. Problem is, still no coverage over there. That opens up that. Let's... Someone in the chat said, oh, he's going to check back through the chat and see where it went wrong. No, you're overestimating how much I want to go back through a very, very long chat to check what's going on here. Okay. I could just go into the straight up murder mode at this point. We could just go into the straight up murder. So... This has to go bloody somewhere. And... if that goes over to there, that goes over to... You can go over to... Oh, blimey. Oh, I can't let you have that. No, okay. You definitely must not be allowed to have that under any circumstances, otherwise problems. Alright, fine, you know what, screw it. It's 10 past 8, let's speed this bastard up a little bit. There you go. There you bloody go. Let's speed this up. Screw all of you. Yeah, that's right. You weren't expecting that, were you? Sucker punched right in the castle. I'm gonna kill you by battering my head against a brick wall. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're in check. What are you going to do about being in check? Nothing you can do. Nothing you... I think you know what. I think you know what you're going to do. Yeah, I think I know what the move is. That's fine. Alright, fine. Now neither of us has a queen. Screw you. But you know what that means? You know what? I think that's fine. But you know what that means? That means I've got the flipping prawn advantage. Yeah, I've got the prawn advantage, you bastards. It's fine. So what we can do is now we can start speeding this bullshit up a little bit. Right, so that's not going anywhere in a hurry. That's fine. Right, now we just need to start going up here. And... screw it. Go, 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 go. Murder, murder, murder. Screw you all. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, how'd you like them apples? How'd you like them apples, chat? Oh, God. I'm really tempted just to hit play Twitch's move right now with just flipping with just the 2 votes. Because that'd be beautiful. That'd be just absolutely flipping beautiful. Okay. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. So, here we are. Here we are. This is good. This is the world we live in now. So that's nice. And looks like there's a bit of not sure actually. Oh, I've thrown you off your game now. You weren't expecting me to do something completely bloody stupid, were you? You were expecting me to just defensively cower in a corner till eventually you were able to pick me apart by using cheating chess computers, weren't you? Ah, well it's not gone that way, has it, you stupid bastards? Yeah, that's right. I think we're going to start speeding this up at this point. Let's start speeding this up because we've still got a fair way to go, and it is like quarter past. So from now on, I think we're just going to accept just basically the rules of whenever we hit like I think we've lost a few people at this point. When we get up to 150 votes, we'll decide. That's not this turn. This turn I'll give you fair point. But actually, you know what? It looks like there's a pretty clear consensus. We'll go up to like 150, and if there's like any form of clear consensus, we'll just go to that to help speed things up a bit. Because otherwise, I feel like we could be here a while. There is your 150 in a minute. Yeah, more than double the other. Lovely. So, Rook falls back a little bit on the defensive side. Very, very nice indeed. Now, time to start getting some stuff done here. Oh, this is good. This is great fun. Right, now, you can go over to there. That's going to happen. You can go over to there, but if you go over to there, you won't be able to do anything with it, to be honest. You can just go over there. Here, screw it. I'm just playing speed chess at this point. Screw it. Screw all of you. In fact, actually, you know what? I'm just going to start hammering. No, I'm not going to do that. I wish I could just start hammering the button, quite frankly. I'm just going to hammer the button. The moment your move appears, the first time anyone makes a move, I just start hammering the button immediately. It's great fun. And there you go. There you are. There we are. Yeah, screw it. Play Twitch's move, whatever that move is. Give me that move. They can just have that move and life is good. Ah, marvellous. Let's speed this up a little bit here. Let's do some speed chess. It's not really speed chess, but you know what I mean. It's sort of fast. It's a little bit fast anyway. Yeah, that's right. You know what? I think that's a pretty clear consensus. Rook to c7, overwhelming. Yeah, that's fine. You guys can have that. Rook moves over to c7. That's okay. And then you move over to here. Yeah, screw it. Go on. I'll have that. Thank you. Lovely. On you go. Come on, lads. Move. Speed it up a little bit. Speed it up. Screw everything. That's right. I want to go and have dinner and have Doctor... I was about to say go and have dinner and eat Doctor Who at some point, but no, I don't. But I would like... Let's wrap this up. This one's taking a lot longer than the first match. I think everyone kind of went into serious mode. Everyone went into try-hard mode at some point. So, the waves are coming in. And yes, would you believe, unsurprisingly, we have got ourselves a big number of votes coming in to take the pawn. Yep, unsurprising. Right, okay, lovely. So pawn on 8, take b5. Not too surprising in the slightest, to be perfectly honest. Yep, you know what? You can have that. And now, as a direct result of that, we can... Let's just check everything's pretty safe around here. Everything's safe enough. Ah, screw it. Yeah, you know what? Screw the lot of you. Screw you all. You all get to be screwed now. Yeah, check. How do you like them apples? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you're screwed. Screwed in a way with screws and nuts and bolts and whatever else you use to screw things. Probably a screwdriver, to be perfectly honest. Right, so... Going over there, going over there. Yeah, I see the sense in what you're trying to do. But is it too late? Oh, I think it might be. Oh, yeah. Now you're voting. Okay, so overwhelming vote for that. That's absolutely fine. Moving over in that direction. Now I've got a rook round the back. Finally, I can start actually picking some stuff off. Damn it. So now we can just go over to here. Best you can do is start picking a few bits and pieces off. That's a-okay. So we'll just head over there for that. Lovely. There we are. I don't know who Killerby is, but everyone is yelling, Hail Killerby. I have no idea how that is right now. I'm enjoying this game more since I just threw away my queen to bloody break the deadlock on that side of the board, because that bugged me. And also, I just like to take the moment to apologise, because there'll be people on YouTube who are like, oh, I enjoy chess, and I'm very good at chess. Oh, a chess video. I shall sit down with my cup of tea and my monocle in my armchair with my copy of Ovid's Metamorphoses and watch in the background, and good lord, these people are playing terrible chess, and their monocle will pop out and so forth. So, that'll be good. That'll be lovely. So, yeah, looks like overwhelmingly we're playing speed chess now. I'm just going for the first consensus. So, unsurprisingly, that their guy is just heading over there and is taking himself a pawn, and he himself is protected, which is not too surprising, so that's fine. Now the slaughter begins, damn it. Now the bloody slaughter begins. Yay! I like the slaughter. The slaughter's good. Right, so now it's just pawns across the board. But that's fine. I'm willing to trade pawn for pawn for pawn. I'm ahead on pawns. That's A-okay. You just keep swapping pawn for pawns, you bastards. There we are. Why'd I say Killervy? Killervy or Killervy? Is that just a chess program? Thomas, if you're there, I expect more banning. Ban everyone. Literally everyone. Because if they are not allowed to move, there's nothing they can do. Right, what else do we have? Oh, okay, yeah, I see why we're getting into a little bit of difficulties here. Okay, sure. I'm starting to see the problems here. And, yeah, okay, I can see the votes piling in. Lovely. You're moving over to there, and I'm lacking in options just for the time being. Is any option as safe than the other? I'm probably better off just heading in this direction. But if in this direction, I'm not blocked. You need to move in order to unblock that, and then that will be covered there. Okay, hang on. If I move there, then the rook just moves as well, and the horse is protecting the rook. I'd be in check immediately, and I'd also be. Then I just need to basically keep shuffling in that direction. If I go in this direction, however, then I'm still moving on to black. The bishop moves over to there, but then that would take the coverage off the rook. So the bishop can't move to put me back into check. But if the rook then just moves over there, it's protected by that. Then I can just move further over to here, and then at that point I'm safe, and I'm getting closest by to this castle. I think it's safe. I think it's probably safe to go in this direction, but this is getting tense now. Oh, this is getting tense. Okay, and yeah, I think you're right, actually. You could have had me. But I think you didn't quite make the right move briefly ago. But that's the problem with Twitch Plays Chess, isn't it? Okay, right, so we've got ourselves a whole bunch of attacks coming in. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice, you bastards. Oh, I see the sense in that. Fine. What do we have here? What do we have here? Speed chess coming in now. Oh, yep, it's clearly the flipping rook. It's all about the rook now. Yep, fine. The rook is clearly the move here. Right, keep on moving it along. Keep on moving it along. Sooner or later, I'll just go and find my rook and everything will be fine. Now we're back on white, and that's okay. That's absolutely A-O flipping K. So, life is good. Keep on shuffling. Just keep on shuffling, damn it. Right, what have we got here? This is good. I'm enjoying this immensely. I'm enjoying this game so much more since we just said screw it, slaughter everything. Slaughter flipping everything. Looks, what are the contingents now? What are the factions? The knight wants to move in and take a kill at F3. I can see the sense in that, but it's not by any chance decided. No. The rook wants to move in and do some stuff too. No. The rook definitely wants to move over to C2. Rook to C2 is instead what's being kind of suggested by a few different folks around here. So we'll see about that, damn it. Okay, do you have a clear enough consensus? Yep, I think we've got a clear enough consensus for rook C2 there. So the rook is now moving down to C2. Alright, so obviously I can see they're going to start trying to push me. And that's okay, fine, I can see the sense there. I can't move up right now. I may as well just take the... Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to take the bishop. Just going to start taking some pieces off the board. I've got two castles. You've only got one. You've got the knight, sure, but I've got the pawn advantage. If I clear this guy out, I can start moving some flipping pawns around like crazy. So this is all looking good. Okay. This is tense! This is tense, damn it. This is what I wanted. This is a good finale. If you guys win this, I'll consider it a well-won fight. And would you believe, yes, I think the vote is all for the same thing. The vote is all for the same thing. So you go over to there. Now, the bishop's been taken out of commission, so we don't have to worry about the black stuff anymore. Now I can start heading in. But okay. Obviously, yeah, have to move to here to protect my rook. Okay, he was losing, so we had to change the rules mid-game. No, we'd been taking 2 hours to play a game. And in all fairness, I only, like, hit it when there's clear consensus going on. There's a clear consensus going on here. Right, okay, but if I move to there, the knight can't put me in check, and nothing's covering that rook. So let's just move over to here. Then he can't get to the rook anymore. Fine. And chess takes more than 2 hours. No, it doesn't. The rules of this game is the standard timer rules are like 45 minutes for the entire game for each person. So we should have been done in like an hour and a half if we had a proper timer system. I think we've been fine. Like, this would have dragged on a very, very long time. And I only like hit the button when there's overwhelming evidence. There's overwhelming evidence. Looks like, I mean, like, you know, it's pretty clear what you want me to do at this point. It's pretty clear what you want me to do, alright? So, yeah, play Twitch's move. That's fine. Putting me up to there. And now, I feel like I'm boxing myself in, and I'm worried by how much I'm boxing myself in right now, but we'll have to see. If I move up to here, kind of have to, although I'm just stuck going backwards and forwards forever. Yeah, fine, whatever. Alright, keep moving it, keep moving it. I'm trying to move fast too as well. Like, I'm not taking a huge amount of time to think about my moves either at this point. Oh, dear. Alright, let's give it a go. Alright, fair enough. We'll slow it down a little bit. We'll slow it down a little bit here. Slow it down. Alright, we'll take it nice and easy. Now we've broken the deadlock a little bit. Slow it down. But in all fairness, like, you know, at moments like this, like when no one's saying, no, you can't do any 2. Any 2 is a terrible move. But in fact, any 2 isn't like the move everyone is saying. Like, I think it's pretty clear that that's the move people want to make. So that's fine. So we're going to make that move. So, fine. Check there. If I just need to back off like crazy. I mean, I just need to keep back. I just need to keep running. Damn it! And then at that point, actually, interestingly, the knight doesn't have really actually just have a single pawn it can take, which I'm quietly surprised by actually. Which is nice because I've got some more pawns I can actually theoretically do some stuff with, which is nice. Just keep backing off over here. Concerned by this whole situation now. Concerning. Wait, John is streaming. Someone's got here late. Marvellous. Right, what do we have here? This one looks like a bit more of an interesting move, so I'll give you some time to do that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go top up my glass of water. You guys have some time to have a think about it, because... Oh, never mind. Looks like things are swinging pretty convincingly. Yeah, you know what? This is one of those everyone's voting for the same thing positions, because I feel like you guys have got a plan at this point. I'm feeling like you guys have definitely got a plan. So, yeah. Like, moments like this, I feel like, you know, it's pretty clear that, you know, what's been planned by several turns is actually, you know, pretty clear at this point. So, I feel like that's a fair one. Right. In you go over there. So, at this point, no one's going for that. You can go to there or down to there. I'm just desperately trying to keep the bloody rooks alive as best we can. If I take that pawn, you'll just move here, and you'll just take that, and you'll just be able to, therefore, help yourself to a flipping rook, which, therefore, we can't do. So instead, let's just take this little moment of pause to just start moving things around here as far as we can. Is that the right thing to do? Don't have any pawns that can start on their epic grand journey. I could just start moving around here. Okay, if I just don't move that rook, what are you going to do? You're back over here, and then I've got to move the rook out of the way, but then you don't actually have anything else you can do with that at all. If you could move over here to put me in check, which is fine, I just move, and then there's no real harm done, to be perfectly honest. So, in which case, I'm probably better off trying to just try and get you out of there. Is John role-playing chess? Yes, kind of. You get to think. Yeah, but that's because I only... For goodness sake. Okay, I will give you more time. There will be more flipping time given, okay? But if I move over here, you just get that up out of the way a little bit, and that might be fun to do. That might be nice indeed. Yeah, that might be a fun thing to do. I feel like, hurry up so we can plan our next move. Oh dear, that's not doing anything over there right now. I don't think we're in a desperate because I don't want to move the rook because I can't take that pawn. Taking that pawn's a trap. Screw it, let's move it over. I'm going to go get a drink of water. You guys plan. There we go. Right, I'm back, and it looks like you guys have got a plan by the looks of things, okay? Right, play that move. That looks like that's overwhelming consensus-y. Ooh, okay. That's getting a little bit on the... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Okay, that's a concern. This is not looking good for me. This is not looking good for me at all. Okay. What do we have here? This is a real concern. Yeah, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do here? I am lacking in options. If I move to here, then the rook simply comes in and it's covered by the knight, and the knight is covered by the pawn, which is very, very nice indeed. If I simply stay where I am, then obviously the rook takes the pawn and is covered by the knight, and that's check too. If I move one up, I can't move one up because I'm in check there. Oh dear. I don't know if there's a way out of this. I don't know if there is. That is unfortunate. Okay. What's the way out of that? I know there's a way. There's bound to be a way. The problem is I need to get the... I might even need to flip in sacrifice if I can get the... If I still where I... Okay, if I take you, then I've got the coverage of the knight, sure, but you still come in and take. That's a guaranteed checkmate, and there's nothing... but no, then I've got a spare space there. I'll sacrifice... I'll basically need to lose the rook, but it'll keep me out of... It'll keep me out of checkmate, because if I don't do anything, I'm going to be checkmate. This is probably not the right move, but it'll flipping do, because it buys me this space to actually... Unless I could just go here. I could just flipping go here. If I just go here... Okay, if I just go here, and then... Or I could just go for check. I could just go for check, and then... Buys me a second at bare minimum. Yeah, it buys me 1 second of time. I need to get something out of the way. If you go there, you take that. Screw it. Let's see how it goes. I would like to think more about it, but whatever. That's probably not a good idea. We have won, so yell someone. I don't think so. I don't think you've got mate this turn. But I think you're getting very, very, very close by to it. And I'm pretty sure you all know exactly what you want to do at this exact moment in time. Which is, yeah, you know what? Literally nothing has been voted for except this. I feel very much on the defensive at this point. I think you know what you want to do. Yes, I think you know what you want to do. Fine, whatever. Okay. Except one person who wants to move D5. I wish I could let that person have their move, but I think you know what you're doing. Okay, so we're in check, understandably. Now at this point, is there any way out? Well, for one, because I can't do anything to block or get rid of the rook, I've got no choice but to move this one. I've just got to move the king because I literally have nothing else I can actually do at this point. And then I think at that point, rook h5 presumably would be victory. No, unless I might be able to drag it out a couple of turns. I don't know. This feels like, I think at this point am just scrambling my king around, and I feel like you've pretty much got me at this point. So that's unfortunate. And yeah, would you believe? Unsurprisingly, the move is rook h5. Yeah, actually no. Some people are... Oh, no, wait, no, there's actual debate. Whoa. I thought you just all ganged up on me and had a plan, but no. There's an actual flipping debate here. There's an actual debate. Whoa. All right, people, get in the chat and make your arguments. Because there's a debate going on here. Whoa. What is going on with this? There's a huge debate going on. I genuinely thought, like, at this point, like, I'm just basically scrounging around the board, desperately looking for an opportunity to use my rook for literally anything. But no, as it turns out, there is actually still a little bit. I'm going to Google what Killer Bee is. I'm going to Google this. If this turns out to be a flipping chess program, I'm going to be very annoyed. Killer Bee, Scott Killer Bee. Seeking out people who are suffering or cannot find fulfillment in this life. No. Killer Bee Centre for Recovery. The bloody hell is Killer Bee? Killer Bee... No. Now I'm just suspicious. Okay, looks like you've got yourselves a consensus anyway. Your knight wants to do a thing. Hell Killer Bee, whatever the bloody hell Killer Bee is. Play Twitch's move. Yeah, you know what? I think you've settled on the knight move, in fact. The knight move is now over there. That's fine. I've only got two moves I can make. If I move to here, then there's half a chance I might be able to. Take a pawn or something. No, I won't be able to take that pawn because that pawn's covering it. If I move to here, then the knight will simply move. Well, actually, the knight can't move up to there then, because then I've got coverage with my rook once again. If I move to here, the knight can't move down, because again, I've got coverage with the rook. If I move to here, the rook can't cover me. I might actually have a moment where I'm not in check this turn, which would be lovely. Alternatively, I could go here, but in that case, the rook is safe to just basically come up and cause trouble for me. But if it did, that would... No, then it couldn't... I couldn't take that, so... Yeah, it's gotta be here. It's gotta be this for the time being, and I feel like I'm going to be screwed momentarily, but we shall see. We shall see. Oh, blimey. Blimey. Let's see what we've got going on here. Twitch's turn. Someone yelled, "We can't win." I'm pretty sure you can. I'm very much on the ropes right now. And I feel like, yeah, aside from a couple of outliers, you guys have got your next move already well planned at least. Yeah, would you believe I think you're okay to make that move? You're okay to make that move, damn it. The horse is on its way. The horse is indeed on its way. Lovely. So, over it goes. Make that move. Okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting, in fact. Now, the question is, can the knight put me in check immediately? Can the knight put me in check immediately? I don't think the knight can't put me in check immediately. I don't think, no, the knight can't put me in check immediately. So in which case, screw it, I may as well just kind of push against the rook. Because there's no coverage. Yeah, that's covered and you don't have coverage for that space. Or I could just start pushing against you instead. Yeah, screw it. I could just start pushing against... screw it. Why not? Give it a go. Fine. The alternative was to move the rook to here and try and push against that rook, but screw it. Just let's give it a go. Check for you guys. Oh dear. Right, what have we got here? And how many people have we even still got on this right now? How many people are sticking around? We've still got 1,200. Still 1,238. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, what do we have here? Right. Okay. Feels like there's definitely a... yeah, you know what? I think you guys have got yourselves a consensus right now. This looks like a pretty big consensus to me, so that's fine. Yeah, I think you guys know what you're doing, so I'm going to let you make that move. In which case, now it's time to start counter-attacking as far as we can. So, let's get you up to here, I'd say. Or we could just use you up to... or you go up to here. No, it's got to be better to get you up here. It's got to be better to get you up here, covered by that, and then we can just start going for... start seeing what we can doing over here. Bare minimum means this guy's actually potentially contributing something, which is useful. So, yeah, let's just get you up here and start doing some stuff with you. This is... I don't know if that's going to be working or not, but we shall have to see. We shall have to flipping see. I just want you to know that you have a mole within your number who has let me know what Killer Bee is exactly. I'm not impressed with you all. I'm not impressed at all. This feels distinctly like cheating, but whatever. Whatever, I'm willing to accept the cheating, damn it. Alright. Oh, dear. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got going on here. We've got... do we have a consensus? For the king making a move, b6 to c6. Seems to be heading in that direction. Lovely. Now, I think we turn this around. Like, for how close I was to checkmate, quite frankly, I'm amazed I'm in the position I'm in right now. I thought we were going to be in a much, much more screwed position. I thought we were much, much more screwed. Okay... got here. Yeah, you know what? That seems broadly consensus-y. I'll give you a little bit longer just in case someone wants to basically yell, no, no! But that seems broadly consensus-y to me. b6 to c6. Okay. And then what do we have at that point? What do we do? What do we do? 100 votes coming in. And... I'm not seeing anyone... I'm not seeing anyone put forward any spectacularly big arguments. And looks like the votes are pretty stable and pretty still. Okay. So, King makes his move. Alright, fine. And now we can just slowly start picking things apart here. Okay, this works for me. 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 Okay, what's the right way to push this? Could push you further down a little bit, yeah. If I push you further down, that doesn't actually get me anything I can actually take. As a result, it just pushes your king over to d5. Or actually, no, it doesn't so much, to be honest. In fact, it pushes your king to a really annoying position. Yeah, if we just push you over to... You've kind of spent a turn just doing that, which doesn't actually do you that much good. That wouldn't do me much good either. Okay, check. And with that, white wins. Okay. I actually didn't realise. I forgot the pawn was there. I forgot the pawn. I thought you were going to move to there, and I'd have to move up the. I'd have to move up the rook. I was going to move up the rook to here and just start picking off the pawns. All right, Killer Bee. All right, Killer Bee. So basically, as your new god, I demand Killer Bee's head be brought to me on a pike, so that we can leave it in front of the castle of many a true nerd, so that all know that when they come to my castle, I'm the cocking king, alright? I am the killer of Killer Bee. I shall be the Killer Bee. Oh, the Killer Bee killer, or however we choose to write it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, Killer Bee. Oh, the tears. Oh, Killer Bee. Oh, your tears are so delicious. Oh, Killer Bee. Oh, they're so good. Oh, those delicious, delicious salty tears. Oh, they're so glorious. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so good. Oh, your shame and misery. It feeds me. I feed on your shame and misery. Oh, you know what? We should do best 2 out of 3. Oh, wait, we don't need to because I've already won 2 out of 3. Oh, yeah. Sick burn, Killer Bee. I've been given the high level exactly what was going on with Killer Bee, but my DMs are open. Killer Bee, hit me up on Twitter. I'd love to have a chat with you after this. That was great fun. That was genuinely great fun. That was genuinely great fun. I had great fun there. That was a really interesting match. I genuinely thought that was actually a really interesting match of chess right there. That, you know, a really interesting defensive line, me losing the knight early, me taking the queen early, throwing away my queen to take the rook, and that breaking the deadlock on the right side of the board. And oh, that was genuinely great fun. That was genuinely great fun. I really enjoyed that. I didn't know whether this was going to work as a thing or not. I didn't know whether that was actually going to work as a thing or not, but that was beautifully good fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're probably gonna we're not gonna do another match. It's 9:15. I'm hungry. I would like to go and have some dinner. But I would like to end by putting it. Well, one, thank you all for coming out because you actually got to play, which was great fun. I thought it was really great fun. Thank you all for coming out. It was lovely to play against you. I will say, because we're on Twitch, and I'm not a Twitch affiliate or a Twitch partner or anything, that means literally I have no way of making any money on Twitch whatsoever. So we've just spent, I think, 4 hours doing this. It's been great fun, but we literally make nothing from it. So, if you wanted to do one of the following, such as we have a Patreon, patreon.com/manyatruenerd. I literally just put a 2-hour podcast out to those guys the other night, so I do a podcast just for them. That's available right now, just $1 a month or whatever you want, get you that. We have a PayPal, go to manyatruenerd.com. We have on our support Many a True Nerd page, there is a PayPal if you just like to toss us a tip for playing chess. You know, you probably want to double that chess because of how much better I am at chess than you. You know, that seems fair and reasonable to me. Or we've recently started doing merchandise. There are mugs and Many a True Nerd mugs and Many a True Nerd t-shirts. You can get those now. Again, if you go to manyatruenerd.com, there is a merchandise section where you can find both of those. Or if you want to, next week, come along. Stellaris will be back on YouTube, where if you want to do one of the little super chat donations on there, those would be very, very welcome indeed. That'd be marvellous. I am going to go right now. If you get that sub button, I know, but if you're a Twitch partner, you have to sign a thing that says exclusivity, meaning you don't actually... meaning as a result you don't actually I can't live stream on YouTube anymore, and I prefer live stream on YouTube. It's easier to do, the audience is there, you know, that's where my community lives, and super chat's coming in, which is just as good as Twitch bits, so you know, it's already pretty good, and it's much easier to use. I think in all fairness it's pretty nice from the user perspective, all things considered. So there's all of that. If you want to, that'd be much appreciated, because we've just been doing this for 4 hours. It's been great fun, but that will be absolutely lovely. Killer B, drop me a DM on Twitter, man. I'd love to chat to you. That's been very, very fun indeed. Next week, we'll be back with Stellaris over on the channel. If you want to go over to the main channel and our actual YouTube channel, obviously we will have Skyrim coming up very, very soon indeed. And after that, well, I've got a little something special. We've got a little something special for you later tonight after Skyrim as well. Because, well, I don't want to spoil it. I don't... No, I'm not spoiling that in the slightest. I just developed a slight stuff there. So, thank you all so very, very much for coming out. This has been great fun. I need to find more games where I can actually play along with you like that with a proper Twitch integration. This has been really genuinely great fun. So, absolutely we will... we will be back. I'll try and find something else we can do with the chat. Or we'll do a community play day at some point soon, because it's fun to actually play alongside you. I've been meaning to do one of those for quite some time. Who knows, maybe we'll come back and do some more of this. But I'm pretty proud of myself, damn it. I'm feeling pretty bloody proud of myself right now. So, thank you all so very, very much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Skyrim to come, secret video that's definitely not Batman to come after that point. And if you do want to toss a tip my way through PayPal or Patreon, that will be very, very much appreciated indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Chess Ultra, me versus you, and as it turns out, I am the champion. Marvellous. Thank you all so very, very much for coming along, and goodbye. Yeah. No, okay, that would have been good if I'd actually hit the ball. And swing! Yes, yes, yes! That is the swing! That is the swing! Come on! Go for you! Oh, yes! Oh, 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 oh! I'll get you next time, golf.